Noah, roll me recap because you were trying to jinx yourself earlier. So have fun, Rebel.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All
yes.
right.
It's not me, and that's all I care about.
Fucking pop
So-
off, man. Jeez.
So,
He doesn't remember a single thing. That's why.
where we
have brain damage.
last picked up, it was breakfast. Violet reminded us that we all are required to join a club, and the deadline is the end of this week. Do I remember what day of the week it was? No. But the deadline's the end of the week, so I think it was Wednesday. So then we went to homeroom, where Leanne is half an hour late, as usual. And then he brings in the tots to essentially teach his day's lesson so he doesn't have to. So we chat up all of the tots. They're all starting different clubs. Daisy has personal exercising. Bieber has intense studying, which Sully decides to join. Denise says she's going to do something exciting, maybe with pranks. Riley's running theater, which Toto obviously joins. And then Meek persuades Erwin to join with her because we all know how much Erwin loves Meek. Carol just said she's going to do something fun. However, I don't know what she's going to get approved because apparently too many people died from rock climbing last time. Edward's doing something naturey, cloud watching, you know. Quinn joined that as a backup. Juno's also in it because we are helping Violet start a club. We don't know what it's going to be about. I think it's the Try New Things Club. So there's different schedules for those, and then we jump over to history. Okay. There's no elimination week project for history, which is concerning. However, after the first set of exams, we have a project where we have to record like what's happened at school thus far. So she gives us a story. She tells us the introduction of mana, how it helped and harmed the world, and how warriors without double bite are like wimpy, but with they overtake the mages. Toto shakes hands with Clara to try to figure out how they're getting their information. How Team Iron is always one step ahead of everyone. Apparently, they are using the librarian as a resource. So Toto agrees to meet up with Quinn in the library after the next classes. And so Quinn hangs out in the library for his studying. Meanwhile, everyone else goes to combat. Combat class also has a portal similar to gardening, except once you go through it, you can't return until curfew. So Toto and Erwin team up with Court and Diamond to kill something, and the goal, like the bonus challenge, is to deal the final blow with a punch, and Diamond apparently just counts as a punch. Eventually, they did it, you know, woo, and then they were kind of stuck there for a while. Quinn didn't know what the fuck was happening. Meanwhile, Sully went to intense studying, and his goal was just to finish his magic item. But Bieber didn't think that like a button was good enough, so he made him do like this whole ass mask. He was hurting afterwards. Meanwhile, Quinn gets started on his magic item. He chats with Juno and Meek, tries to make Meek feel guilty for the fact that they both just cheated off of Finn. And then when the other two returned from combat class, Ian was like, well, there's two teams here. Guess I gotta split the points then. So our team, Team Wood, and their team, Team Glass, gets 2 points each, still on level playing fields. And then we move on to Thursday, which is a lot shorter because we didn't finish it. There's a lot of glaring. Toto almost starts a fight before breakfast, but then he interviews Sully like about his backstory or whatever before enchanting class comes around. When we go to enchanting, Rufus decides to change the deadline on us. I don't remember what the deadline is, but it's early. Friday. Tomorrow. Meanwhile, Sully just turns in his assignment. Rufus is really impressed, so we get 2 points. Finn also gets 2 points for Team Gold, and Fee, not as impressive, but he still gets a point for himself. And Team Iron didn't get any. Haha, suck it. So then we cut to gardening, where Iron gets 4 points for being extra. And then the gardening team picks up what's his face, Porter, I was trying to say Punchy Boy from Ruby, but I couldn't remember his name. Anyways,
You mean Aaron or
Aaron.
Porter?
Aaron. So they team up with Porter. They get the tulips, accidentally trampling some in the process. They have to fight some dangerous light explodey squirrels, but eventually they do it. And that's where we're at. Meanwhile, Quinn studied magic because fuck fighting. And that's where we're at.
All right. So we did close out on the squirrels being squirrels, and doing their thing.
Damn.
And now we open the camera back. Did you say?
I still have PTSD.
It's your fault.
From Ruby
Who
or
pets
this?
a Grim?
Ruby, gotcha.
It's Ruby, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who pets a Grim?
James, I
Wolf?
misinterpreted the situation.
It's a Grim!
Okay.
Alright. So if you don't know what we're talking about, go watch last episode. Also, for those of you guys who are still here, the 0.5 of you, we have changed. The system has gone through an update, so now there's more social skills involved. So if you start hearing things called ability battles and rankings, we've basically added more layers to the social side of the game to make it a little more fun. So yeah, that's
James didn't want me to be bored because everyone else is doing combat.
Yeah, that was the big reason, you know.
Definitely.
I went through all this pain just for you, Rebel.
Just for politics class.
Yeah. Anyways, I believe it was the end of that, and you guys just sort of went back to the portal team garden.
I mean, we probably were gonna go turn our assignment in, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. I forgot exactly where we stopped at. So yeah, it was you three. We came back from the squirrels.
And I just don't remember talking to Jux about anything. So
You did not.
Okay.
So, cool. You guys, after that interesting battle and Porter with worse eyesight, you guys make your way back to the main campsite, and you go find Jux. Oh, did you bring it?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and we're slightly more blind because of it, but hey,
Well, you
we got it.
not know that there's light scurries all over that thing? Why do you like picking them? Here, gift.
Where are you?
And she'll snap her fingers.
Oh, there. Oh wait, I
Where's
just
the
realized I
dog
never
now?
got hit by it. He's just fooling around. He's slightly making fun of Porter.
Yeah, poor.
Rest in peace,
Hey.
Porter.
I don't remember you getting hit by it. He's looking at a tree.
And you would have been able to tell how?
He just goes silent.
Brutal.
Damn.
Brutal.
I'm sorry. Anyways, here's what we gathered.
Thank you.
I also don't know if you can use this for anything, but we gathered what we could of their blood too. It's kind of shiny.
Interesting. The concoction. A little bit. We'll make some fine poison for later. Thanks, but if you're looking for points, this is nothing. These guys are just like bugs once you figure out how to use them, how to take care of them.
Yeah.
Anyways, assignment complete. You're not going to get executed or expelled or whatever it was. Yeah, that's all we had for today. We'll be picking up next week and actually starting school, I suppose.
Can you guys hear the thunder through my mic?
No.
No.
Okay,
don't worry.
Hold
good.
on, let me check the
It's-
weather radar real quick.
Yeah,
No
it's
problem.
pretty loud. Like it's shaking my desk. Just making sure y'all can't hear it.
That's funny. Oh, severe thunderstorm watch. Fantastic. We're going to fucking die.
All right, getting back out of reality into the story so we can die in peace.
Fuck.
So I'm guessing you guys leave after that. You go back to the school.
Yep.
All right. With that whole trek, there's still about 20 minutes left in the period. Where would you guys go? We'll start with you, Sully. Where are you going?
Let's see. If I want to take a look at my class schedule here, I've got nothing on Tuesdays. I'll probably just head back to the dorm room.
What about you, Erwin?
I'm gonna answer your question with a question, James.
Yeah.
Did I get the full class time last session for enchanting? So
The full class time?
yeah, did I get the full class time off of my thing, or how much time did I get off from that?
It was a full class time.
It was full? Alright, cool. And then we're gonna go start finishing up the final 4 hours that I have on this thing.
Cool. What are you doing, Toto?
I'm debating this, but I think I'm gonna try and go find one of the members of Team Iron.
All right. Where do you look?
We'll go check by the library first,
Okay.
since they seem to like the library so much.
They love the library. Let's see who's in this class. I gotta see. This one, that one, that one. Got it. Okay. You go by the library. Is she in this class? She's not in the class, so. And you will see Clara turning in a book.
Clara, good to see you again.
Right. How are you? She looks suspicious.
I'm doing fine. Just came to pick up a couple more books over some of the history. I'm gonna be
Oh.
working on my semester project, you know?
Right, semester project. Sounds very boring, honestly. A waste of time, to say the least.
Oh, come on, you can get very creative with it, you know? You could write an entire screenplay over the first semester.
I don't understand what a screenplay will do to help advance our studies to be graduates.
Well, it teaches you how to convey information to others. You know, there's other ways to spread things in the world other than a sword.
Then wouldn't that just be Leanne's class?
Leanne's class is more of the political side. History is on a much grander scale.
To me, it just seems like a bunch of old people circle jerking around. We're living the old days.
He puts a hand over his heart like he's so offended. I cannot believe you would think history. So, do you not enjoy living in the moment? You don't get to do that very often. Living history like that. She's very good at what she does.
Oh yes, my father took me and Sully to go see a few storytellers. For the kids, it's very wonderful, that whole immersion thing. Just as you get older, everything wears off eventually.
Well, then you look at it from a different perspective. I'm going to try.
Try.
Try, because I don't know if she'll let me, but I'm going to try to put my arm over her shoulder so that I can find some place to touch, so that I can get more information out of her.
You know what? We'll do an impression because I'm curious how she feels about you. What is your strength ranking?
No appeal, because I only have a 12.
That's a fair? Okay. And give me your intelligence.
Also, that is a no, because it's
Okay.
only a 12.
Okay. Give me your wisdom.
That's a D8.
Okay. Roll me a d20 and a d8, please.
Okay, well, we'll do the D20 first.
Oh, hello? Who
There's
dropped?
a D20.
You lose
Someone
somebody?
dropped.
No, I'm back. It's fine.
I was making sure
And
it
then
wasn't Garrett.
Yeah.
Right? I deleted it because I'm dumb. Let me go back to the chart to open up. That one. And then Where is there? Is that one? So you got a total of 8 of a 17. I want to let you add your persuasion modifier. Nah, not really. All right. With that, okay. She'll accept you doing that. Just a bit stiff about it. But if you are trying to touch something, you trying to do it subtly, you're just trying to touch it because she's wearing a long sleeve shirt right now, so you have to basically.
I'm trying to do it like subtly. Like you know how when you're like, does she have a high collar?
Yeah, you either have to graze. What I'm saying is you have to graze your fingers across her back of her neck, or try to touch her wrist.
Yeah, let's do the back of the neck because that's gonna be easier to like blow off. As like I'm just putting my hand around her and it kind of brushed accidentally.
Okay, then give me a sleight of hand.
Let's go. Nope, I rolled a 1.
Oh wait, we do have 2 coins, just so you know.
I know, but I want to save this for when I get the information. Like, I want to know
I
want
want to see. I want to see him really mess up.
So you do get the touch, but she notices it very much. So go ahead and roll me that history.
Let's go. Hell yeah!
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for like okay, so last time they said that they had a plan against the prince. I want to know what that was. I want to know what their plan is.
Okay. For a moment, as you the world stops as you see her grab your arm grab your wrist and start squeezing it. She's about to yell at you, but then you black out for a second as you see through her perspective. And how are we going to do that? It's simple. To deal with the prince, all we have to do is just wait past execution. We don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves. We know that Team Wood are probably doing that themselves. They seem to be going down the goody two-shoes route right now. All we do is we get to execution. If he doesn't learn it himself, well, we'll simply play to his weaknesses. Are you going to explain your plan, or are you going to keep dancing around the subject? I believe where he's trying to get at is the prince isn't very bright as a person, not very bright, and is always looking to prove himself. So if we can easily lure him into a trap where he feels like he can do that without having to think, he'll fall right for it. Interesting. You blink and you're back. As you're currently, I need you to make me an acrobatics or athletics check. All right. You get rushed against the wall as she puts your arm behind your back and forces your head against the wall. No, that was gross. You do it again, I break it.
Sorry. I tripped up a little bit. I'm really sorry about that.
That didn't look like a trip to me. She'll like pull your arm further back.
Okay. Calm down. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I promise.
She'll throw you away from her and just walk off in a huff.
Hopefully Sully doesn't snap at me like that. I did not mean to accidentally touch her so abruptly like that, but at least we've got a better idea now of what we might need to expect. But are they? Oh God. Okay, so are they after Quinn or are they after Porter?
Are you saying that out loud?
No, I'm saying that right, like out loud, like because the way that they were talking, it almost sounds like they were talking about Porter more than they were.
Are you
talking
saying
about...
that in character? Is what I'm saying. Are you saying that right now? Okay.
No. Porter's not dumb enough to talk about that out loud.
You should be careful, young man. You see, Stephanie look up at you.
Yeah. Ow.
Prying into information you shouldn't have. It's a very dangerous game.
I was worried that they were going after a friend of mine. I just wanted to make sure that we knew what was coming. I don't want them to figure out what I can do.
She'll just look at you for a bit and just shake her head.
Anyway, I do want a couple of history books if you don't mind. Just whatever you find interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna let that one slide. You did pick up on it. All right. So, what type of history books would you like?
Like I said, anything you'll find interesting.
Interesting. Well, for you, I can think of a few, and she'll call forward 2 books. The first one. Okay, then. Sorry, that's that one. Got it. The first one is basically a history of basically of your tribe of the Planewalkers. It's a different perspective. It's actually written by you don't see it's not a Planeswalker that wrote it. From the name title, it seems like it was written by a warrior family, as their last name seemed to be very blunt to what they did. And then the second book is simply the collective thoughts of Pathfinders, how to find them, who they were, and are they real.
That one's going underneath the other one. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Now I gotta go explain to Sully that I'm not hitting on his sister. We're gonna go back to the dorm, James.
All right. Sully. Ah! You go back to the dorm.
Oh,
Sneezed. So, you go back to the dorm. And you see frantically pacing back and forth. Let me actually make sure this is correct. Yes. Frantically pacing back and forth is Taps. No, stop it, no, I cannot, it's not gonna make it, I'm so screwed.
are you okay, Taps? He's gonna
No.
reach out.
When you actually touch it, she jumps a little bit. Huh, how long have you been there?
Like 5 seconds, not much. What's wrong?
She picks up the bear on top of her face, and the bear seems to be very lazy and sleeping. She stretches his cheeks out like it's a stress toy. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna get kicked out.
Wait, what are you talking about? Which
Rufus, I can't finish my item in a day. I barely even started.
I think I can help you.
Could you?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not very good at it.
You shouldn't. I mean, I'm worth this already. I'm not even sure I'll even last that long, even if I got past this assignment. It's just this week is just so stressful.
It shouldn't be too hard. It's one item. I think we can enchant you something that'll glow in the dark.
That's what I was trying to do actually. But she'll pull something out of her pocket, and you see that it's like it seems to be like a candle wax. Candlestick. Sorry, and it's like flashing green. It's not really enchanted. It just does that, and then it stops.
But isn't that close enough?
I asked him if it would be, and he said that it's called a misspell where nothing happens at all. And you sort of just make a mistake, and it's gonna de-enchant it like another few hours.
In which case, let's get back to working on it. I can help if you want me to help.
Yes, please. I don't want to go just yet, even though it is scary here.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't introduce you to Bieber.
Mentally. Taps breaks mentally.
The end.
I thought people said Bieber would help, but then I saw someone leave and they were crying. And I don't think I could handle that.
Give me a second. second.
1 second.
Was it me? Was it me?
Yes.
Not gonna mention that. Thankfully, he's taught me really well. I can help you, but I'll be a lot nicer.
Really? You see a hope in her teary eyes.
Of course, there's nothing wrong with trying.
Oh, thank you.
Doesn't matter how long it takes, you'll get it eventually.
All right. When do you want to start?
Anytime's fine with me. I actually have nothing left to do. I finished all my execution assignments.
Cool. Can we start now then?
Sure. What kind of magic do you use?
Da-da-da-da-da-da. James forgot. Well, they said they sound like they're not really a beastmaster, like I'm a part beastmaster. People call me a crafter.
Hold on. James, do I even know what a crafter is?
Yeah, they're magic's that's like a low brain. Unless you think your character's not good at magic, or unless not good at magic, rather not like
Okay,
social
he's
magically.
he's not that dumb. Okay.
It's like basically things you learn in like when you go to grade school, like what you learn at a schoolhouse. A crafter, because they're basically taught in a very negative light. They're a subsection of warriors that instead of using mana to boost their abilities, they use mana to physically change their body. And because they're seeing it in a bad light, because they tend to go too far, or at least there's all the examples used are crafters who go too far and become monsters in their own right.
Okay. Do you know some comments?
Yeah, that's what I was taught. I was using comments before.
Okay, then it shouldn't be too hard. I'll be glad to help you out. Of course, I can't do it for you. I can only push you in the right direction.
Right, just don't push too hard. I think it might break.
Thank God Sullivan's not a sadist. But yeah, let's go to the lab and let's help her out.
You see the bear suddenly spring to life and then hug your face for a second before sliding down to the floor. Sorry, Crumples gets excited when people are being nice.
Oh God. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, he has random bursts of energy. All right.
Want him back?
He's like attached to your leg like a sloth.
Is my leg heavy?
He's like basically the size, like a slightly bigger squirrel, essentially.
Oh, okay. Just gonna have to walk carefully then.
He crawls further up so you can walk better, then he just sort of goes to sleep.
Drop bears.
Drop bear. And you go. Where do you take her?
To the lab.
All right. As you're leaving, you're heading towards the lab. You run into your good friend, Toto. Toto, you say anything? You let him pass by.
Sully, where are you and Taps going?
Oh, I'm actually going to help her out with the enchantment homework for execution week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I can't be of any help on that. But Sully, if your sister tells you anything, please believe me when I say it was a complete accident and I did not mean to make her uncomfortable when I accidentally touched.
Did you hurt her? Did you like stab her or something?
I touched the back of her neck, maybe, just a little. She took it very much the wrong way, but it was literally just the tiniest of slip-ups.
He's gonna start scratching at his neck. How angry did she seem? Was it like peeved or cataclysmically angry?
She almost broke my wrist.
Oh, okay. Great. I think we should be safe here. I don't think she'll come down this hall. Hopefully.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head to the dorm and prepare for tonight's meeting. Don't forget about the team meeting. Good luck on your project, Taps.
Yeah, hopefully I don't flunk.
You won't. I believe in you.
I don't.
No.
Anyways,
Alright. And you go off to go help her. Do you have any social skills? I'm curious.
I have social skills. I have excellent charisma.
I'm saying, did you pick up any social skills? Did you not spend your SP yet?
I did not spend any social skills. I
Okay.
just put them all into attacks and maneuvers.
I was just curious. Because now we're going. Actually, we'll do that later. You go help her. Quinn, are you just enchanting essentially?
Yeah. I already tracked the time I'm spending
Yeah.
during this class. Like, I made an Arcana, I just cut my remaining time in half.
Yeah.
So after politics is when I'll finish it up.
All right.
That's what I'm doing.
You
All while they're in
would
gardening.
you would see this boy Erwin.
Hi.
You would see Erwin. Would you say anything to him? Or you just guys work just casually. Anything of note?
I think we're just kind of at least
Yeah.
Erwin's just trying to get this done.
I mean,
All right. Then we will fast forward to politics.
Yay!
You walk in, and then everyone has this dead. A lot of people have this dead look on their face. A lot of people. There's this nervousness, frantic, whispering to each other. No one knows what's going on, and yeah, bit morbid, except for. Go ahead.
No, that's all I had.
Except for Ted looks fine, and so does me. And Chris.
I'll go over to Ted.
Yeah.
What's everyone so on edge about?
Oh, you got one too already? They're all obsessing over this little thing. He'll pull out his token.
That makes sense then. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people are gonna fail execution week just for this class alone.
Very hard to convince someone to put their entire job and livelihood at someone you just met about a day ago.
Yeah. You gotta have a certain amount of social skills in the first place to even pass the first week.
I guess that's what they're trying to show us, that this isn't supposed to be child's play. You already got yours, I'm guessing? You don't have the look of death on your eyes.
Yeah, I figured that out last night.
Oh.
But you know.
That's good. It took me a minute to get mine. I just got mine probably like an hour ago.
Yeah. I feel like they all just need to find someone that thinks their job is secure enough that it won't threaten them.
Which is why they go for the professors. But to me, I think that's the weakest point. Go with the professors, they know the game, and they're going to try to mess with you the best they can.
Or at least they're going to try to get something out of it.
That's fair, too. Gotta be careful. Say anything else to him?
No, that's all I have.
All right, do you talk to anyone else for class, or you just wait for class to start?
I think I just wait for class. There might be small talk, but like nothing significant.
Meek doesn't bother you the way she does. She'll say hi to you, but then she goes off to her own crowd. And again, you see that sort of change in personality where she's not just being overly abrasive and letting people come to her. And it's a different side to her. And eventually, you will see Leon actually on time walking into class.
What? Does that mean he cares about this class? No, because Leanne doesn't give a fuck.
He walks in with after taking out a flask and taking a swig, he puts it back into his suit jacket and goes up on his throne. All right, so I'll be looking at all your faces and your smiles turning into frowns after just a few measly hours, days, however long it's been. Seems you all have gotten the concept of how difficult that assignment was. Now, whatever I told you last time, I'm going to be honest, I was a little bit on the sauce there, but I'm going to need those by tomorrow. Let's say before curfew, those tokens.
Yeah, all right.
So I do hope.
He was lost in the sauce.
I do hope by then you can find a generous patron who can give you a token. Or if not, I hope you enjoyed your stay here. Hope this was the most stressful time of the week. But anyways, on to the quick student body meeting. Go ahead and go into your groups or whatever. We'll start in about a few minutes. And then you guys get into your groups.
Yeah.
Important notes of business. Just so you know, when you enacted that law of the elimination, it does not start. We're not starting that next week. It was basically essentially in place since the beginning of school, so Monday. Therefore, next Friday is when will be the first elimination.
As in, not tomorrow, but the week after?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to keep that in mind. The rest, clubs are going swimmingly. Hope you guys are enjoying them. Hope they start well for you. Hopefully we can get some entertainment out of it. But, anyone like to bring any proposals to the floor? Silence. No? Unless there's something people want to talk about, then that will conclude this student council meeting. Well, I thought you guys would be too stressed out to have some fun, so let's get down to the actual class then. Today, we're going to do something interesting. I want to test you guys' chops at different things. We're going to have what we call a bit of a duel, as I like to call it. You're going to pick a topic out of the hat, you're going to pick an opponent out of a separate hat, and you're going to face them in front of the crowd, in front of the masses, and try to convince whatever point you pulled why your point is better than their point. So,
Am I in debate class? Am I gonna have to debate against a vegan in support of GMOs again, James?
Hey, at least you didn't have to debate why. At least you didn't have to debate why slavery was wrong. Versus if it was right. So any volunteers? Am I gonna have to pick someone out of my pure imagination? No? All right.
I'll let someone else do it first.
He'll just sort of lazily move his finger around. Let's start with you. And he'll point at Meek. Oh. Okay. Then she'll get up and she'll skip down. Please, take from the hat. Let's first choose your opponent. Cool. Hopefully it's someone cute. And she'll stick her hand in. And then she'll take it out. And her eyes will light up. Quinn!
Oh, God. I suppose it was someone cute. And I'll wink at Meek as I go to the front of the class, I suppose. That's where we're doing this.
She'll pretend to fake faint for a second before laughing. And then Quinn, what's your past perception?
Passive is a 12.
You get some stares from a few people in the crowd, angry stares. After you wink at her.
You know, I... Okay.
Do you want to pick the topic, Quinn? She puts the hat towards you.
Be my pleasure. and I'll grab one out of the hat.
All right. The topic is expulsion, and well, since you choose, you get to pick which side. The two sides on there is you either arguing why expulsion is a good thing, or arguing why being expelled is a bad thing.
Ooh. Are we saying as in it's good to be expelled, or it's good that people can be expelled?
It's good to be expelled.
To be expelled.
Yes.
We're gonna argue against it being good to be expelled.
Okay. So she's arguing why you should be expelled. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, you gave me such a hard one. Should be fun though.
At the very least, it'll be interesting.
All right. Are we starting now, Leon, or do you want to do another grand speech? Oh, by all means, start whenever you're ready. Who wants to go first? I think I will. We're gonna go into an ability battle.
Can we get boss music?
I'm just thinking about. All I'm thinking about is dang run rompa.
Yeah.
That's all
It's
that's going through my
No,
head.
it's the not the one with the swords. I don't know. It's the one like in that second one where it ends with the thing where you got to piece everything together. It's like meat on the bone. That's what the ending to this is gonna be.
Wait, you're
James.
wrong.
PTAs.
No, that's wrong.
PTA, oh, no.
It was
Alright.
on the meat bone.
Let's start a Danganronpa episode.
Okay.
So, you know what the your target is Meek, or rather, your target's trying to convince the crowd, but it's Meek in the way. You're going against Meek.
Yeah.
Your crowd is heavily influenced by it, and the subject is why being expelled is bad. So, we'll go through the steps because it's the first time we've done this. Where is this?
Yeah. Also, it's been like 2 weeks since I've read the basic document, so.
So step one, we're gonna pick you're gonna pick your base score. I have mines for Meek, and it's probably obvious. So out of the 6 stats, which score do you want to argue you should be able to use?
I think Quincy should try and use his strength here.
James, what would happen if I had -1 TPs I was allowed to have?
Oh, that's something you reminded me. You just reminded me. It's 2 plus your ability score. I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something.
Oh. Well. I'm thinking charisma is the way to go. Meek is a very emotional-oriented person. It's going to be easier to get her to relate to like personal experiences and more of like how it feels to be expelled versus just straight up like here's the list of reasons why it's bad to be expelled.
All right.
So I'm going to argue for charisma.
I'll accept that. So you put charisma into there.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna do the breakdown ones. I think that's more fun. So we're gonna go back and forth on picking abilities.
Okay.
So first
Breakdown.
TP. Do you want her to go first? You want to go first? Forgot.
Well, she said she was going to go first, and of course, ladies first.
All right. Well, see how we're gonna start off with this really, 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 really stupid debate. I guess Liam just really is kind of drunk right now that he had to resort to taking things out of a hat. But I like to start off by saying that, of course, everyone here would love to be expelled, because who wouldn't want to spend years preparing for school just to be kicked out in a few moments? And she'll just sort of smiling, which she gets a few laughs and some chuckles from people.
This one is sarcasm at TP.
She's using playful.
Okay. Okay, that makes
I need you to
sense.
make me an insight test.
I'm so good at insight. Poggers.
Oh, guess what? I coined.
This is where you get the crit again.
You, James.
I hate you so much.
Heh, I have the power of Horus and Tower of God on my side.
Go away. Go away. Grody.
You can't complain, James. You made Horus.
I'm not talking. I'm talking about Tower of God. Grody. All right. Dang. I'm mad because she matched you, so it goes to you.
Okay.
They fell. Okay, so she's actually gonna take a negative to that because you see through her deception of her trying to be playful and trying to lower your defenses, and so that's her TP on to you. You don't have to RP if you don't want to, but just tell them what your ability is.
Yeah, it's a matter of trying to figure out how to RP it. It's a good opening. Look, while I'm sure anyone here would love to just alleviate the stress of this school, not have to worry about it anymore, just get expelled and go home. You've worked so hard to get here. You've worked so hard to get to this point. Imagine having all of your efforts go to waste. I mean, you've done such a good job here, Meek. You've made it through the admissions process. I see you've already gotten your favor. I would hate to see all that go to waste if you were to get expelled. And so I'm using sweet talk.
I was looking at me and I was like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, you're buttering her up. Okay.
I'm buttering Meek up.
Let's see what sweet talker does.
So it's a +2, and since I'm using charisma as my base, I can add my charisma ranking die as either a bonus or a penalty.
If she likes you, it's a bonus.
If she likes me, it's a bonus. If she dislikes me, it's a penalty.
Oh, shocker! You see her face get a little red when you say that. Congratulations, you can add as a bonus.
Fuck yeah! And the +2. So I'm doing pretty well so far, James.
All right. You keep saying things like that. You're gonna make me blush. And she sort of she acts more reserved than you're used to her acting. Usually she would just fire right back at you. But because of that, you see some people in the crowd giving her support. You got this, Nick. Don't let him take you down like that. And people in the background giving her support. And you realize the crowd's in her favor, at least right now. And she's gonna get a bonus for that. But that's not the ability she's using. That's just the background noise. Ability she's gonna use. How do I counter this? How do I stop you?
How do I stop you?
Okay. Okay. I mean, you have a good point there. I guess if we really just talked about it, if we really just bring it into there, it does make sense that if you're doing all this effort, you're doing all this work, you want to stay in there. But I'm just saying that maybe if we just left, we could get on with our lives. This was an experience to begin with. The fact that we were able to make it this far is great. And because we just got the experience, we can get out before things get harmful, before people start dying, before dealing with the stupid eliminations you implemented yourself. Everything can be great if we just left right now and moved on with our lives. She's going to use fast talk.
Yeah, how do I defend against fast talk?
You can't.
I don't remember. I can't. It just happens.
This was not a defendable. And because she's using charisma as her base, it goes to a -5 to your roll.
Oh, damn. Are you keeping track of these or am I keeping track?
I'm keeping track of the ones applying to her.
Okay, cool. And then that was a -5.
Mm.
Cool.
All right, your go.
Figure out words. She was talking really fast, and that made my brain go burr.
That's what fast talking is.
No. We'll slow down here and take a look at the facts. All right. You've made it this far to get into the school. Everyone here has made it this far, and if we were all to get expelled right now, no one would be at an advantage over anyone else here. Sure, people may get hurt as time progresses onward, but the fact of the matter is that there's always dropping out as an option if you just wanted to leave the school, or bearing through it, building yourself as a person. I'm like gonna keep listing facts of like the benefits of just sticking in school, like following the rules and all that, and I'm gonna use straight talk.
Okay, what does straight talk do?
So it's a +3.
All right.
I'm not using
+3.
intelligence or wisdom, so it's just the 3.
All right. So +3 to your roll. Got it.
+3 to mine.
Oh, it looks like things are getting quite interesting. I knew you guys were skilled in talking. Let's keep it going then. And you see her sort of stop for a moment as she looks around the crowd, and she observes them, then observes you for a moment. And again, she's keeping a smile on her face, and she her entire demeanor has changed. It's almost like she's seeing this more as an actor on stage. Like the way she walks, the way she talks. There's not a break in anything she's saying. I may be stuttering, but she's speaking everything perfectly.
Mhm.
It's a script right in front of her hands, right in her hands. And she's going to start with this. Ooh. Well, you do have a point there. There is a lot to gain from this, and giving up does seem wrong. But in the end, what are we to just give up? Are we less? Are we less to fail? Are we more to move on? What is progression? What is success? But a thing that burns in our soul because what our parents told us to, our families looking up to us. I think it's different. I think that we should measure success off of who we think we are, where we think we should be. He turns to the crowd. We should figure out life for ourselves, and just because what some might see as a failure, it's affecting us, doesn't mean that we have to see as a failure. And she's gonna add a performance modifier to the roll.
Oh fuck. Okay. I know the ability. So I can't use the same ability multiple times, right?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to double check because I know like the one I have left, like
You essentially have it locked in at that point.
yeah.
And
I think,
also,
like-
you can just add a modifier too. If it's something that would suit the argument, you can add a modifier.
Wait. Explain that again.
You may use those abilities. Let me read what it says. You simply have to follow when applying skill. When applying skills, you will add the total skill modifier to your skill to battle. You can just add it. So instead of having a TP, you can just add a skill modifier.
Oh.
So you could. So she added her. She wasn't using an ability. She just used a TP
She
to add
just said
her
performed.
persuasion. Yeah.
Okay. In that case.
You also have your creative spark yet. You haven't used that yet.
That is true. That is a matter of me thinking up something for that. It requires rebel skill. So.
Your turn, Yugi.
Shut the fuck up. Well, I agree that everyone should come up with their own path and not try to live up to anyone else's standards. I believe it's also a matter of what you want for yourself. We're all here because we strive to be something greater. We're all striving to graduate. And while for some people, they may not need this education, we can agree to disagree that some people don't want to be here. For them, maybe expulsion is a good option. But for the rest of us, those of us who are trying to be here, trying to graduate with all of our being, it is not good to be expelled. And I'm going to try to do dealer.
Oh.
So proposing like an agreement, essentially. So I'm
Okay.
proposing that we agree to disagree on the fact that, yes, for some people, expulsion is the right option to keep them safe. But for the rest of us who have made it this far, it's not worth wasting our time.
You cheeky sawdust. How are you using it? You have 2 options to use it.
Yeah. We're going to go +4 to my roll.
And -3 to hers.
So
yeah.
It says one of 2 options. You will either add +4 to your roll and give -3 to your target's roll, or vice versa.
So they will take. So if you're doing it, if you're keeping +4 to your roll, she's going to take a -3. Or you can do you get a -3 and they get a +4.
Oh, and that's the deal I'm proposing. And so if they agree,
Yeah.
I add the D8. Oh, so in that case, I'm going to essentially propose a -3 to myself and a +4 to her, because I'm kind of surrendering a point to her.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the first thing just happens. The second thing is if you actually come up with a deal that makes sense, that they actually would agree to, then you get that dice. So if it's something, so if you made a deal, it's like if you just set a deal, like something random, like I'll give you, like if you give me $100, I'll like surrender. They're not gonna give you $100, but you still made a deal, so you get that first benefit. But if you said something like I'll give you $100 if you surrender, then that's a deal they could accept, and then that's when you get the second part of the ability. That's the idea. The first half, half just happens as long as you make a deal.
And what I select for the first half has nothing to do with whether they accept the deal.
No.
Then why would I not give?
Because if you're in battles where they have like a massive like bonus and you don't have much of a bonus, or you, like essentially it depends on what they have. If they have lots of bonuses, you want to tear them down, or if you don't have that, if you have lots of bonuses and they don't really, it depends like what the playing field's looking like right now.
That's okay. Okay, we can discuss why we would do that later. So then I would want to give the +4 to myself and -3 to her.
Yes, in this situation,
right?
Yes, because you don't have much modifiers.
Yeah.
A situation where you didn't have, if you had like a ton of modifiers and you just wanted to secure your victory, you might think about giving her the +4 and giving yourself the minuses.
Okay.
Essentially.
Cool. But yeah. So my proposition is essentially like surrendering that point to her. That's for some people, expulsion is the best way to go.
Okay. I can agree to that. You can add your D8.
Hell yeah. And so she has a -3, and I have
Yeah. Let's bring this home then.
Yeah.
With her final slot. What's she gonna do? Is she going to do? Just start talking mad. Oh, this is such a. How ballsy am I?
How ballsy are you, James?
All right.
Should I be scared for how ballsy you're about to be?
This can't really do anything to harm me, so whatever. All right. Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. I don't have the right modifier for it. Dang. Sucks to suck. I'll just do this instead. You're right. Maybe for some who are weak, hell, MEAGM week. This whole week has just been throwing us off, and I can see why people might side with you. You have a point. Everyone wants to get past this heal, past this burden. They want to see the second week, see what they can do in this school, and those who can't handle it, those who aren't safe, they're better off leaving. So I guess what you're saying is that they just can't survive, they're just too weak, then they might as well leave now. I just don't want to see it like that. I just don't want to see everyone's hard work turned into you just couldn't cut out or you just wouldn't have made it to begin with. I want people to know that even if you didn't win here, you're still a winner in my heart. She's gonna use drama.
I was wondering where she was going with this because she seemed like she just like was agreeing with me, and I was confused.
She's gonna give you, because she's using performance modifier in a roll, you're gonna get a -6 to your roll. But because of what you're saying in your argument and stuff, because everyone's stressed out, you're gonna gain a +3 from the crowd.
Okay.
And yeah, with that, she's out of TP. Do you still have TP left?
I still have TP left.
Or she's out of TP she can use relatively right now.
Yeah. I can at least finesse another one in there.
What you gonna do?
Even if you are one of the people who is better off being expelled, I don't believe there's anyone here in this room who is of that group. Not Meek, not me, not who's in here, not Kino, not Ted, not I was gonna say Leanne, not Casper, not Lorben. None of us here are worthy of being expelled. It's not a good thing for us. We don't deserve it. We are the people who can who can graduate, who can make it through this. And even then, we'll all still have a place in Meek's heart.
Right.
I'm trying to kind of use persuasion, or okay. I don't know if there's another ability that connects better to, but I'm also like throwing like a kind of finishing words, creative spark of like, no one here deserves to be expelled.
Okay. I'll give her a -3 for your creative spark, and you may add your persuasion modifier.
Okay. So that includes so that's like my expertise and my charisma score, right?
Yes.
Like it's all that lump. Okay.
Yeah, it's the modifier to the skill.
Okay. I don't have any other like I have TP. I can't finesse anything else out of it.
Yeah, that's why.
Like I don't have any more skills to use in there.
Abilities use mom. You may add a number.
I only have the 3 abilities, so.
When applying abilities, you will simply follow the ability descriptions. When applying skills, you add tools for modifiers. Use these TPs now. Okay, cool. So we have the outside elements. I think there's no elements in here. No, not right now. There's no other elements in there that will affect it. The other side, I've been doing it already. So that was step 4. Step 5, create a spark. You just did that. And step 6 is the roll off. So, with all that added up, she has a total. Wow. All of that added up, she only has a +1 to her roll.
Oh. What die goes with excellence? That's a D10 or 12?
Excellent is a D12.
Okay. Give me a sec. Give me a second. I have to do some math. Okay. That's it. Minus.
Actually, wait, did I do that? Did I do math wrong? I did math wrong. She has a +2.
Okay. So I have a +8 plus a D12 and a D8.
Okay. And you're ready to roll?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna coin that. Actually, I don't have coins anymore. Dang it!
Plus
beat her.
8, so
Oh, you beat her.
yeah. She dead, James. Not
The
physically,
roll
but just
signal.
emotionally.
All right. Let's hear it off of clap, shall we? Who's here for Meek? There's a decent claps. And then
No,
who's here
understandable.
for Quinn? Overwhelming support. Looks like we have a clear winner. Now, normally I'd like to stake some things on this, like class points or some privileges, but this is just for an example. You guys have enough to deal with this week, so they'll just be for fun. Congratulations! Meek will sort of just collapse to the ground, clutching her chest in like sadness.
I'll help her up, James.
Hey, it's just she Ginny looks. Actually, make me an insight check. She genuinely looks sad. I tried my hardest. You're so good at talking.
It's all right, Meek. I had the advantage of choosing my side. I gave you the harder one, anyways.
It's just when you're on stage, you're just so dazzling. I got too distracted by you. I messed up.
All right, Meek. Maybe next time you'll have a less dazzling opponent.
Oh, maybe I'd feel a little better if I got a kiss from my shining knight in armor. You see just a smirk as her complete sadness breaks away.
I'll make sure to let Erwin know you're requesting that.
Oh, thank you! She'll explode in excitement. That was really fun. This is not the type of stage I like to be on, but you're pretty good. Maybe if I tried a bit more, I may have actually pulled it off.
Then I hope you try harder next time.
When it counts, I'll make sure of it. And she'll skip away. To a group of people who are consoling her. She goes right back to sad mode for some reason.
Fucking Meek. I suppose the intensity of the topic shouldn't surprise me, but Meek definitely took things a different way than she did last time. She has a different strategy when it comes to having fun versus an actual argument.
And with that, you essentially will see the rest of the class period is that people will go against each other. You get picked again, but it's a random NPC. You destroy them.
It's so easy. What topic am I debating with the rando?
Wait, sorry. I gotta write this down. I think I named the sport, but I want to rename it because I forgot. What's a better sport? Spell slingers? or capture the hook. Spell slingers is a mage-based sport, and capture the hook is a sport made by Attuned.
James, please tell me I got the harder side. Like I have to argue for Attuned.
You have to argue. Yeah, you have to argue for it too.
Yeah. Like I saw the options, saw my opponent was like, you get to argue for the mage sport.
But I'm attuned.
No, but I'm attuned.
Oh fuck.
I don't know. I've never played this game.
No, James. I just wanted to make it entertaining. If neither of us know the game we're talking about, it's more fun.
No, I like Garrett's better. I never played these spell sling in my life. I don't know what comments is.
God.
Oh, well, and you destroy him. Congratulations.
Dope.
You've ended a small child's dreams.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Hope I can see you all tomorrow. If I'm in homeroom, I forgot honestly. And if this is the last time I will see you, because you're going to just wimp away into sadness for not having a token, I bid you adieu.
After class, can I go up and give him my token so I don't forget to do it later?
And after class, you do catch up on the conversation.
Oh.
So, did I prove it to you? I suppose you did. And you see him pull out a token and toss it to Casper. Thank you. And he'll toss it back. Oh, thank you for your token. And then you see Lorbin
with
toss
Leanne?
the token. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
And he'll just look at you. Do you have your token out?
Yeah, I'll pull it out.
I'm saying this is Casper. When Casper walks by you, do you have your token out?
Probably not, honestly.
He'll just sort of scowl at you then as he walks by. Keeps going.
Fuck Casper.
Then
Let's go
Lorbin will
talk to
sort of just
Leanne.
blankly look at you as he falls behind.
You're right. I wasn't aware we could get a token from you, so I'll pull out mine and hand it to him.
Where'd you get this one from?
One of the cooks.
Well, seeing you already found the loophole. It's anyone who works here.
Mm-hmm.
Take it.
Wouldn't so much call it a loophole as just being clever about who you're choosing.
I wonder what you have to do to convince this poor sap. He's not protected like the professors are.
Simply, he has the confidence in me that I'm not going to be expelled.
And do you have that confidence?
We'll see.
Interesting how you're playing with that child's poor soul.
To be fair, I feel like you're playing with us quite a bit.
There's a difference, though. And he'll pocket it. What's the guy's name? Or girl? I'm not sure who it is.
Barrett.
Barrett. Oh, the farmer boy. Then there's definitely a difference. You and the rest of you, gone through testing, gone through trials, had support of some kind or some type of potential that led you here. You are trying to prove to us that you deserve to have the greatest honor in all of Maze right now. You're trying to prove something. This man, especially Barrett, from where he came from, had to scrape, claw, beg, grovel, and hurt himself to get this far, to even get that job. He is at the pinnacle of his career, high up on the mountain, enjoying what little of his life he has left. You are at the summit of your mountain. You can easily push him off to his death, and all that happens to you is you just have to wait a few more years to get to your pinnacle.
Or I can help him further up the mountain.
The optimism everyone wishes for.
It only becomes a problem when you start losing the optimism.
Exactly. Just don't forget that, Mr. Prince, because you can go back to a castle, he goes back to a hole in the wall. Say anything else, Tom?
No, I don't have anything.
All right. Where do you go after class? As it is, I think that's all the class for the day, or is there more?
That's the last class. Dinner is at 6.
Yeah.
So I will probably work. I'll get a couple hours on my magic item in before. Yeah.
All
before
right.
dinner.
Cutting away. Sully, let's have this fun.
Yeah.
Is your plan basically to work with her until you're done, or are you guys gonna break at dinner?
Work through until we're done.
All right. Give me
Or she breaks.
what's your game plan to try to not only convince Taps as you're working with her. The reason you realize why she's so bad at it is because she's basically thinking herself into a corner. She knows what you're saying. She just believes that she's too bad at that she can ever accomplish it.
She kind of reminds me a little bit of me if I was a bit more self-deprecating. Hopefully I can help her and maybe get her out of that mindset.
So,
Here we go.
What's your game plan? You have a game plan for me?
My game plan is gentle encouragement and support. If she gets something wrong, I tell her not to dwell on it.
All right. Well, we'll say before we do this roll, because we are going to do an ability battle, but because you don't have abilities, it'll just be your persuasion modifier, really. She's not using abilities either, so it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. You're so good at this. Like you made that cool mask. I saw it in class, and I just can't make a simple thing glow in the dark.
First off, Bieber helped me with that. And second off, stop comparing yourself to others. If you keep comparing yourself, you're never going to be able to look at yourself and realize the potential you hold.
Don't hold any potential. Everyone else here got here because of merit, because they're good, because they tried really hard. I just got here on accident.
I wouldn't say someone coming to a prestigious school like this is an accident.
You don't understand how I got in here. You wouldn't understand. I bet you probably were from recommendations. They say I was, but it was not like that at all.
Actually, I snuck in.
What?
Yeah, snuck in.
You snuck into the school?
Yeah, I wonder if that introduction spell thing is still on us. But if you did that, it'd show that, I snuck in.
He goes wide-eyed for a second. But you're so good at that enchanting. You did all that, and you still had time to spare. You're saying you didn't even apply?
Well, the only reason I'm good at it was because Bieber held me hostage in a room for 9 hours and didn't let me go until I understood how to properly speak fluent Comance. Oh god, he wouldn't stop screaming.
Alright. Well, I guess... We're gonna have the ability battle now, so it's gonna... Are you gonna... What modifier do you want to add to your d20? What skill?
I guess it would be persuasion.
Alright.
So that's just a +6.
What is your... What's your charisma ranking?
Amazing.
And what is your strength ranking?
Fair.
Alright. What about dexterity?
Good.
Okay. We're gonna say because you work with Bieber, so you got through the crash course, we'll give you a +4 on top of whatever your persuasion is. You're gonna take a -3 because of how anxious she is. But I'm going to give you another +3, so it's gonna cancel out because of the speech you gave.
Okay, so I just got a +10.
Yeah. And she's gonna take a minus to her roll. She's gonna take a -3 for reasons. So make your ability battle, sir. It should be in your favor, but who knows?
1d20 plus my 10.
You gotta beat an 8. Congratulations. I'm not rolling like trash. This sucks. Because the sad thing is, I'm mad. I'm really mad. All right. I guess you're right. I think I can do it then.
Of course you can.
Thanks, Sully.
Does she do it? Does she do the thing?
It will take you until 6:30, but she does. She makes the candlestick permanently glow in the dark.
There we go.
We did it.
No, not we. You. You did it.
Yeah, but you Yeah, I did it. Thanks.
No problem. Just helping out as I could.
You can see she looks very happy as she stares down the candlestick. I'm not ready to go home yet, as much as this place is scary. I need to do something first.
Earl?
She's like she'll nervously play with her hair. I think it's still a secret. I can't really tell you. I'm sorry that I can't, but I'm just not ready to go home yet.
Yeah, it's alright. We all have our secrets.
Alright. Did you want to go get dinner before it closes?
What time is it, actually?
I think it's like, she looks at the clock, it's like 6:30.
Oh god, we gotta hurry and get dinner.
Alright.
All the good stuff is gonna be gone by the time I get there. Oh no, come on, let's go.
I need all the food! Alright. Mr. Irwin.
Hi.
It's been 3 hours. Not even 3 hours, it's been more than 3 hours, it's been 6 hours.
I only need 4.
You finished your project 2 hours before dinner. What do you do?
Well, I guess I should try. I guess I could try and find fucking Rufus if he's anywhere.
All right.
See if I can turn it in for class. Oh, I won't have another class time before it's due, but you know.
So do you go to the classroom first then?
Yeah.
You walk in, you open the door, and you see there's a giant ball of what you assume is mana, which is interesting because mana is not usually visible. And there's a class of students, and now you see this is enough projected mana to probably take out half this wing of the building. Now, what I could do is he pulls out a mana crystal. If I inject it with just a bit more, I can destabilize it. So if I were to shove this mana crystal straight in here, I'd kill everyone in this room. And he puts it dangerously close.
Sir? I take it back. I want to be expelled. I don't want to deal with this.
And a few of the students get scared, but you clearly tell these are upperclassmen. So the majority of them are either used to it or they've been through too much. But
they don't care anymore.
Just kill
They welcome death.
Well, but of course, I'm not going to do that. Now, what you do, it's about the insertion. Taking all at once, this mana pool we've created would just simply implode itself. It would react too much. But if we drip feed it into it, he sort of places it on the table, and you see he's placed somewhere there's a rune. He sees a few words and comments, and you see sort of the mana pool sort of leach out like a little tentacle attached to the crystal and slowly get bigger. Now, when you do it carefully, it expands at its own pace. That's the key to enchanting. It's the key to making these type of items. It's not just about putting all your mana into it. It's about how you're putting your mana into it. Oh, we have a visitor.
Sorry. Keep going. I can wait till after you're done.
Well, does anyone want to try to defuse this? There's no hand. No. No one. What if I were to offer 5 class points? Hands pop up. There we go. You. I'll give you 10 minutes. And he'll get up and crack his knuckles. Well, guys, hope we won't die this time. Why don't you give it to Scoots? He sucks at this. Like a groan. He's gonna kill us. I got this. And he walks toward it. And then Rufus will walk off and towards you.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just...
You're fine.
Thought I should get this turned in as quickly as possible.
Oh, already done. What do we have here? You just got a chance. It's a chance of weapon, isn't it?
Yes, it's a gust, I believe.
Yeah. Interesting. We used an air attunement for it. Very nice craftsmanship, a bit choppy. Could use some improvement, especially with efficiency, but acceptable. 1 second, and you see as you get focused back on what Scoots is doing, you see him you see that he's made a rune on the floor around the desk where the mana pool's like hovering, and then he's speaking some comments, and then it starts to go a bit unstable. Scoots, don't kill us! Don't kill us! Don't kill us! I got this! I got this! I got this! I got this! And he stops speaking comments. And then the roof is ignoring this completely. Just simply writes it down underneath the ball that's about to explode, and then hands you back your blade. All right, well, you're all set.
Damn, I guess I don't get any points or anything.
Oh, and yeah, I forgot you made Gus. I forgot it wasn't a regular enchantment. It's Gus.
Yeah, it's Gus.
Forgot you went highballer. You became a highballer.
He's a named enchantment.
It's a named enchantment. I used name enchantment, you cucks. Sorry to find the points. I lost. Oh, there's the points. There you go. And I suppose for this, we can call it 2 points to Team Wood.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Alright. I'll let you get back to that then.
It starts shrinking. See, I got it. And he switched back to comments, and then when he stops speaking comments, it expands. It's even wider. Focus, man, focus. Sorry. And it starts expanding down again.
Oh god, it's eating the rune!
It's out of control!
It's so Flash.
Flash as I close the door behind me.
Oh. And he's just screaming at the top of her lungs. So with that, you still have a bit of time. Are you just resting till then, or do you have any plans?
I've got some time, so I'll probably just read through the gardening book I have, just trying to get a basis for when we actually start lessons.
Alright. Alright. Cutting you, Toto. What are you doing in this large period of time before dinner?
Reading.
Just reading those books?
Yeah, I'm just chilling in the dorm. I don't want to cause problems, you know?
I'm assuming, Erwin, you're back to the dorm as well?
Yeah, I'd go back to the dorm then.
You will see Erwin at some point. Would you say anything to him, or just focus on your reading? Anything important, rather, besides small talk?
No, because everybody's gonna find out at the team meeting, so I'll just wait until then.
At dinner, essentially at dinner, Quinn, I'm guessing you're going to dinner?
Yes.
Erwin, are you going to dinner?
Yes.
And I'm guessing Toto?
Yep.
You all go to dinner.
What's the
you do
scoreboard
not
look like, James?
scoreboard. You see, Team Wood has gained 2 points.
Yay!
James, just give me the total numbers. I'm trying to make sure that
Wood has
don't-
8 points.
okay.
Glass has 4 points. Silver,
Cool.
actually, I'll do. Yeah, silver has 2 points.
Okay.
Gold has 7 points. Iron has 10 points. Fee has 6 points.
Okay. James, I just wanted to make sure
I'm
that
not
I was
laughing
using
at you.
the same baseline of like the last check, because I'm tracking how many are earned throughout the day, but like if I missed a check-in of the numbers, then I missed.
Oh, no, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at Team Fee because I forget that he's by himself.
Guys, we're in second place.
But nobody's beat Team Iron, and it makes me
Hey.
sad.
Gold beat them for like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't count when it comes to frickin' dinner, you know? I'm tired of this prison food, James.
Speaking of prison food, today is mashed potatoes? Question mark?
Just mashed potatoes?
And meat.
I don't trust either one of those things.
Meat. You see that you don't see your friend Sully, nor do you see Taps, but the rest of the crew's there.
I didn't think Sullivan would miss out on a meal.
I poke at my food. Does
Was
anybody
he-
know where he is?
Was he okay in gardening? Because it's not like him at all.
Did
Is he still
miss-
seriously with taps?
Did he miss dinner like last time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but
I wasn't
you
there
were
last time
actually-
either.
You were also in duress when you missed dinner last time.
Yeah, Toto and I
Yeah,
also weren't
everybody-
there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone skipped dinner except for.
Quinn
Quinn?
didn't. It was everyone except
Yeah.
Quinn. skipped
Quinn
dinner.
didn't, but like none of my other friends were there, so I just sat with Glass.
Yeah.
Like, if no one else is there, it's reasonable, but Sully's the only one. That's not like him. That's suspicious.
That sucks.
He might still be with taps. The last time I saw him, he was going to help her with y'all's magic project.
He must really understand it then. That's kind of out of the blue.
I'm so proud of him.
I'm glad that he's gotten a
But
grasp of
I'm-
it then.
Yeah, I don't trust this food. I'm going to give this to Sully.
When do you eat, Toto? It seems like you give most of your food to Sullivan. Are you eating well?
Oh, I'm fine. I eat breakfast most of the time. I'm just tired of this prison food.
At that point, you see Team Iron walk in, and they walk by everyone, so everyone has to go salute.
I flip them off behind my back.
They walk by, and you see Clara giving you death glares as you all sit down. They all sit down, and they, for dinner, receive shepherd's pie.
That
And
sounds
a
like fake,
nice brownie. Nice big brownie.
sounds like a fake meal.
That's like a big meal.
I'm so sad.
And at the end of the week, before everyone was sort of used to it at this point, but especially now, maybe because it's nearing the end of execution week and everyone's high strung. There's barely any talk today, or tonight rather. People are just staring at them in envy.
Cool.
Where do you guys sit, by the way? Are you sitting with your team, or are you sitting in a separate table? Are you sitting with other people?
I'm gonna sit with the team, especially since we're having a meeting after dinner.
Yeah.
Want to
Oh.
make sure like everyone still remembers. We're all good for that.
Wait. Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Wait, who had the country accent besides Ted? Was it this
Barkley?
man?
It was Barkley.
Was it Barkley?
Yeah, it was
Was
Barkley.
it Chris? Okay, it was
It-
Barkley.
Wait, there might be three of them actually.
No. One of them has a
No.
deep voice. One of them has a second country accent.
Okay, Chris is the big guy with a goatee. He's just normal. He's deep voice.
Just normal.
Barkley is the country beast master.
Well, I'm gonna go a little bit more. I'm gonna go Alabama with this man. That's
God.
what we're gonna do.
Oh,
We're gonna
God.
go
Oh god.
We're gonna go Alabama with this man so that Tia can have the nice smooth country. It does look like
I regret voting him in now. James, can we get a picture for Barkley? Please.
He doesn't. I didn't expect him to get this far.
Well, James, you've had 2 weeks to know that he's made it this far.
Yeah.
What do you think I was doing alone? Okay. I'm sorry. I was building a social system.
We should have been building Barkley.
Did you have to redo it? You haven't redone every PC for the social skills, have you?
So, you sit down.
I feel
and-
so bad for you. I'm so sorry.
I don't want to be Alabama accent because that's just terrible. I also don't want to keep doing country. Screw it. We're gonna talk like me. Barkley's me now.
Poggers.
Hey guys, it's me, Barkley.
Hi, it's me, Barkley. Well, it looks like. Oh God, I hate just using my voice. Well, it looks. I'm having a stroke. I'm sorry. Looks like that things are going to go a bit harder for us, especially for our team. That's what Barkley says.
I don't know. Looks like we're catching up to Team Iron pretty quickly.
Point wise, but not morale wise. We have a lot of people who just are gonna give up. And the other two in politics with us, they can't find tokens, and no one's gonna give them out to them.
So we're losing at least two to that class?
Not to mention everyone else who was there, and in Ian's class with us, and in Rufus's class. These guys are pretty torn up, which it makes sense. You know, if you're not awesome like me, you would get torn up about failing.
Well, I think it sounds to me like we should have a team study session or something Friday. Last minute cramming, try to help everyone get their execution assignments done.
Might
You'll
be
have
for
to
the
be dressed
best.
before curfew.
That would be good if there's no challenges that are going to be issued this week.
Well, even if challenges are issued, that only takes an hour out of the day, right?
True, I believe that there's at least some club activities that meet on Friday nights, though.
Yeah, we do have drama, don't we, Erwin?
At that point,
still dreading it a little.
At that point, you see Sully rush in as he quickly tries to get some food.
But my point is that maybe tonight at the meeting I'll bring it up, but we can just hang out more in the common room and help people come and go free time for getting assignments done.
It would be for the best. We get everyone on board. The less people who lose, the better. Keep everyone
Exactly.
together.
If you've passed an assignment, you can help someone else with it.
Well, it depends on if it's an assignment that you can help with.
Yeah, if it's combat or if it's Jux's class, we can't help at all with that.
Then we just make groups of the people that are in those classes, I guess.
At that point, Sully, you sit
I
down
don't know
with
how
your
they
food
work.
with Taps.
He begins eating.
As you're eating, like,
Fast.
I don't even wait for you to be done. As you're eating, I
Consume.
put my food on your plate.
I don't have any food to stuff in my mouth to make a very like. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
See, sorry that we're late. It was my fault. Sully was helping me.
Don't worry about it, Taps. I'm glad he was able to help you. Did you get it done?
Yeah. She'll show her glow-in-the-dark candle wick.
Oh, okay.
Watch this. He's gonna.
Wait, it's a
hold his
candle
hand
wick?
over it.
Not wick. I keep saying wick. It's just a candle.
Candlestick.
It's a candlestick.
It's a glow-in-the-dark
Sullivan's gonna
candle.
hold his hand over it.
Yeah.
And, like, let
It's a
dark
permanent candle.
over it.
He puts his hand over it.
Yeah, he's gonna let darkness envelop it.
It is. You see a glow in the darkness.
Well, I'm glad that you learned enough to teach somebody, Sully.
Pretty impressive, seeing as you were floundering yesterday.
It was nothing.
No, he did a lot of work. I wouldn't have done it without him. He's really good at teaching. At least there's something useful about you. You were really scatterbrained for a while.
He's done with his food already.
You now have another plate from
What do you mean about
Toto.
scatterbrained?
I don't know. Since you've come in here, you just always seem kind of jumpy.
And you seem tired. Do you sleep well at night? Do you need any help?
No, I sleep perfectly fine. It's just there's not enough hours in the day for wonderful sleep.
I don't think I'll be
Oops,
honest.
sorry.
I don't know. I never needed much sleep, but if you need more, this can't be healthy for you.
Oh, well. Hasn't killed me yet. And I still get my stuff done. I'm on top of everything. Actually, I just turned in my token already, so
Kino, who did you get your token from?
what was his name? Oh, one of the library assistants. I just showed him what I can do, and he had confidence in me. And when it comes to the combat with the other team, what rear tabs could help, but we kind of already finished ours.
Yeah, Toto and I also finished our combat assignment, but
Speaking of
we could
which,
still help out.
next time we have to go to a scary place, can I go with you guys instead?
Well, we'd be dividing the team more.
I don't want to be with Kino. She doesn't need anyone. She just makes people. She makes like weird bodies come back to life, like ghosts, and they're so scary. But that isn't scary. They're very useful, actually. Ooh.
But we could see next time.
I do.
Although I think Ian's probably going to have us be dueling the next few classes.
Oh, I don't want to fight. Oh, maybe I get to fight
why
Sylvia.
are you in combat?
I was forced to. Don't you remember the story of how she accidentally got into a fight with Ian?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She was impressed into the Navy. I mean, she was forced out for the class.
Okay.
Anyone else say anything?
No. Nope.
No. My main point was that like if you've done all your execution assignments, you can help someone with whatever.
Then we will fast forward to the team meeting.
Mm-hmm.
At the team meeting, you find out that the people who are safe from execution currently on your team. Where's your team at? There's your team. Kino, Taps, Porter, Barkley are safe. So that's 4 of them.
All 4 named characters.
All 4 named characters. Anyway,
Cool.
you have more team members than this. What the balls? Where's your
Could
team
be-
members at?
Be 9 unnamed.
Yeah, 9 unnamed. Okay, there you go. And out of the 9 unnamed, currently, only 4 of them are good to not fail execution week.
Oh, jeez. What would that leave our team number at?
12.
I would like to point out I am currently not safe from execution week.
Oh, sorry, 11.
I would just like to raise that point. I am still working on my ring.
I'm not worried about you finishing that before execution. But...
I have like 5 hours of work on it left.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
I'm worried.
You just get up at 6 in the morning. I really wanted to reassure them, but I wasn't quite sure how. Everything being last minute, it's definitely hard to see the brighter side of things.
I knew everyone was saying that they're all hopeless, but I didn't realize just how accurately that reflected their attitude.
I know this week's
Ah.
been stressful for all of us, but I didn't realize how hard some people were taking it. I'm no, I'm probably not going to be much help, but at least I can support some of them.
All right, so I get that everyone here is going through a lot. It's a very, very stressful week. Most stressful thing I've done in a while. But we can't just give up like that. You guys, I saw you guys are walking around the dorms. You got out of bed this morning. You look like you're already dead, and we haven't even done anything yet. We're just getting started. This is just to scare us off. Once we find our flow, once we get into things, we'll make it through this school. You just can't give up on yourself. And you see that a few people are listening, but most everyone else is dead on the inside.
Which is why for the next couple of days we're going to be helping those of you who haven't passed execution week assignments get back on track, fill that motivation hole again so that we can start next week fresh, no executions.
By the next couple of days, are you just meeting tonight and tomorrow? Because that's all the time that there's left.
Yes.
He's right. There's hardly any time left. So we can't do this. It's over for us. We're not like you guys. You guys got done like in the first few days.
Hey, I'm still not done. I'm still cramming at the last minute.
I haven't even started on mine. Same. It's just so frustrating. He was. Oh, the headmaster's right. We're not cut out for this.
All right, guys. Show of hands. Who still needs a token?
There's the two people raise their hands. Two people left in class. In that class.
All right. Then we can go and talk to some staff members tomorrow after challenges. All right. Who still needs to work on their magic item?
You see two more people raise their hand.
Well, so I'm going to be working on my item tonight as well. So even being around people who are also working on it is going to help you a little bit. And then that's just going to be people working on it in their free time tomorrow. Because who still has things for combat and gardening?
All of them. They're left, all five.
How many of you have combat?
You see two hands. Oh, sorry, not two hands. 3 hands. Math.
Okay, and the other two are gardening then.
Yeah.
Are there any overlaps? Like, is there one really fucked person who has to do both?
I feel like there probably is.
Yeah, there is. There's one who has all of them.
I haven't done anything!
I'm gonna die!
You're in all of my classes. Oh, God.
So, continue your conversation, sorry.
So I can't say anything about combat or gardening, but I know there's plenty of other people here who know what your assignments are for those classes, and I'm sure would at least be willing to support you in whatever assignment you have.
It's gonna be tough doing both of those assignments in one day. But it's
My
a
recommendation-
little too late to... What time is it, James?
It is 7.
It's definitely too late to do gardening, but if you think you could churn out one of those tasks in 3 hours, I'm sure Ian would.
In
Let
fact,
you do
Ian might
that?
be extra impressed if you turned it out in 3 hours.
I just don't know. Everything is so hard. I feel like I haven't gotten a good night's sleep in this entire week. Everything, my entire body's in pain. I'm trying so many different times. Maybe it's just better just to give up. I think I kind of want to go home. At this point, I'm going to need one person to engage into an ability battle.
Quick, someone with actual ability scores, go.
Who will take the reins?
Well, I have approximately one skill that would apply here.
I think Quinn and I are the ones that actually have social skills.
I too have approximately one skill that would apply here.
What?
I literally just changed my skills out. I'll have you know, I literally just now changed because I was like, it makes more sense for me to have poet from the poetry.
Guys. It's fine. I got this.
Okay,
I got this. This is what I'm made for. This
all right,
is fine.
it's time for the round. It's time for the roundabout.
All right.
What's your base?
So my base is that if we focus on one assignment at a time, or at least think in advance of
Not
when
that.
you
I mean your base ability score.
My base ability score is I'm gonna argue for intelligence, actually.
Oh.
Because I'm presenting, like, I know I'm trying to calm them down and everything, but I'm also trying to present a logical way of progressing through this, of how we can just break the tasks down into little manageable pieces and help each other out, and we can all get through this.
Okay. So your intelligence, your base, I accept that. Give me what skills, what abilities would you like to activate?
So my primary one is going to be straight talk, just breaking it down into, we can do this. These are the tasks.
Right.
These are the resources we're providing you. Okay.
So you're gonna use straight talk.
I'm gonna use straight talk. So that gives me a
for those of you at home who don't know
+5.
what straight talk is, you get a +3 if you're not lying at all in your statement, and that goes to a +5. Intelligence or wisdom is the base of your ability battle.
Mm-hmm.
You using anything else?
I'm also gonna use sweet talk, just in the way of calming them down, telling them the words that they want to hear. Just like, hey, we can all get through this together. The more charismatic side, even though it's not my base for this, but I still feel like I can finesse that in.
Okay.
And then if you'd let me, I'd throw persuasion on there, but it's kind of doing the same thing as sweet talk. So
I want to get a persuasion modifier too.
okay, and then that's all my TMs.
All right. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna take a -12.
Cool.
From the crowd itself. That's from the outside crowd, and with that, because your party's helping you, I will give you an additional +3 because 3 people are helping you right now. They're talking. Is there anything else on that? And then one of them is going to actually combat against you and use the ability.
Oh. We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. One's gonna use drama.
Understandable. We're all gonna die.
So that's another -3 to you. So you got some -15, and then you got a plus. Actually, you know what? Garrett and Toto, not Garrett. Erwin and Toto are pretty decent influence. Instead of it being a +3, I'll make it a +5. So for modifiers from me, you got a -10.
Sorry, the +3 changed to a +5.
Yeah, you should have just -10 from what I gave you in total.
Well, I wanted to make sure I had already started writing numbers down, and I wasn't
Mhm.
comparing it like what I've added versus what you've added. It was pluses and negatives. So,
All right. So what does that put you at?
that puts me at a +4.
All right, and they're just gonna roll with a smooth +3. Let's go, baby. Roll.
Ah.
Time to do. Ooh, we gonna coin that?
Oh, I actually am gonna coin that. I can do that.
Who are you coining? Your roll or their roll?
Me?
I guess your roll.
Fuck.
Does anyone want to coin my roll and give Lee's both your coins?
I suppose we should, shouldn't we?
I suppose we should. All right.
I'm scared, but yeah.
James, I won.
Can I win one battle today?
No.
No.
You're not
Can I
allowed.
win one battle today?
Fate
You're not
said
allowed to
no.
have fun.
How'd I go from a 14 to a 1?
Hey, I went from an 8 to a 6.
Wow, with that +4, you got a 10.
Yeah.
You win the battle. So after you all gave that speech out, I guess you're right. I guess we can try. Yeah, if I go now, my request isn't that hard. If I'm playing smart, I can probably get it done.
How many people are in your group for your quest?
Well, there's who points the other two? Them. And then we had one other person from Team Glass.
You still trying to go with them?
We'll go knock on the door and see if they're there, but if not, why are you offering?
I could give you as much help as I can provide tonight.
That'll be appreciated. You going with them?
I'll go with them just see if somebody's there, and if they get their person, I'll let them do that, because I'm not trying to, like, secure failure
Die.
from another team. Also die.
I'm not trying to die.
I am on rather low mana.
So you go off. The rest also prepare themselves to get cracking the books, and they basically get started on their enchanting.
Yeah.
And it seems you've brought some life back into a very morbid group, as they've been watching a team excel while they have been falling flat failing. You managed to bring that back. That was what the -12 was.
Yeah.
They hadn't had a win this entire week.
It happens.
All right.
It's fine, because we're grinding out the enchanting tonight, James.
Everyone has a little bit of study session. Just so you know, Erwin, they will get their 4th member, so you won't have to go.
Okay, cool.
So for tonight, anyone do anything special? Anyone talking to anyone? Pulling one inside? Going to see anything? Going to explore it all? We're just going to fast forward.
I will attempt to help teach people
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
who need
Since the
help with
focus of the
enchanting.
night is enchanting, like, we need help.
At some point, though, I do want to gather everybody from the group and Barkley and probably Porter.
Okay.
Because after how everybody was talking, I don't think they need to really know this. But
What do
I'm
you
gonna gather.
mean?
Yeah,
What
I just
do you mean?
demoralizing, So
What do you mean?
yeah, I'm just gonna gather everybody up.
All right.
Okay.
Fuck,
Ye-
Toto, I need this time.
Toto, you're ruining my enchanting time.
Toto! Unlike
You have,
everyone
like,
else in this group.
I have
Not
things to do.
It's gonna be brief, okay? Look, 2 things. 1, I know where Team Iron is getting their information. Quinn, you know this. 2,
Why am I here?
because of the second part, Quinn. They're either at Team Iron. Team Iron either has a plan against you, or they have a plan against Porter. Unless there is some other magical prince somewhere among the teams.
I don't suppose either of you happen to be royalty? I'm talking to Barkley and Toto right now.
Last time I checked, I'm about as poor and common as it gets. I'm turning into Chris.
I'm not even that high on the totem pole at my tribe, so no.
Oh, you said Porter's here, right?
Yeah, I got Porter.
Wait, they're after. Why are they after me?
I don't know. Like I said, it could be you, it could be Quinn, or it could be another prince that we don't know about among the teams.
No, it probably is me. You know, they're probably intimidated by just how amazing I am.
They called you stupid if they were talking about you.
I'll kill them when you pull out a dagger.
No daggers out yet. No daggers out yet. It doesn't seem like they're even going to initiate it until at least next week. They want execution week to be over.
Did you figure out all why they have such slow numbers?
No. After I got the information about where they were getting their information, I was a little bit more concerned about the mention of trying to turn everybody against either Quinn or Porter for whatever reason. Tomorrow, I will try to figure out why they have low numbers.
Toto, where are you getting all this information?
I was gonna ask the same thing, actually.
Well, the basics is Clara. But it's not freely given information.
You torturing people?
That's what I was about to suggest, Toto.
So you are here, by the
No,
way.
no.
I know, but
Are
he's
you-
staying very quiet.
Mhm.
Also,
Or are you banging
You're
Sully's sister?
Are you? Wait.
Wait, are you sleeping with
I
Hardly
Clara?
think that that's how Toto would go about getting their information.
and I'm going to admit right now that Clara's not on the list. And but within the family, I prefer
I'm
Sully.
sorry.
So,
I'm sorry. There's a Toto, buddy. Are we gonna share that list?
Wait, there's a list?
okay,
Wait,
that's,
you want to
that's
bang Sully?
Apparently, Sully's on the list.
Wait, Sully, you're banging Toto? Porter looks at you. You're banging an old man?
I don't think that's what he means by the.
No, it just cut out for me. So
Yeah, Discord
I don't think so.
completely cut out for a second.
He said-
so
I don't think that's what the list is for. Also, no.
I'm so
no, from the sounds of it, that is what the list is for. But anyways, how are you getting information from Clara if it's not torture or sexual favors?
Are you watching her? Like,
I mean, she can kind of be a bit of an airhead sometimes, believe it or not.
are you stalking her or something?
James, can I make sure that none of the rest of the team is like listening? Because I don't want.
Perception.
Because damn, I don't have the marksman skill yet, James. I don't have perception.
Suck it.
Rip you.
I have the coins.
Okay,
I'm going
apparently
to
I
coin
do.
that. I'm.
Watch this.
I
Nat
got the
20. Nat 20. Nat. Oh, dude.
I got the gas tank. Tink tink.
Is that in charge of the gas tanks? Tink tink.
No.
All right. You, from your knowledge, no one's listening.
I have the makings of a pathfinder. I can touch them and look for the information I want. So
I'm s-
long
What?
as they had been there.
You just breezed past the whole Pathfinder part.
James, do we know what a Pathfinder is?
Make me a history check with advantage. It's common, but not like extremely common. All right, Mr. Sullivan, the wise.
Actually, James, this is an intelligence skill.
Oh, you got me there. Smooth brain Sully.
Damn.
Well, I don't think Smooth brain Sully's here.
Rip smooth brain Sully.
Rip.
All right, so with both of you, because it's not that high of a DC, a Pathfinder is essentially everyone isn't born with a certain type of magic. They grow up with it. Sort of how you learn a language. As a baby, you listen to it and you start to develop it on your own. Magic's something you learn. Pathfinders are different. The Pathfinders, they're born using magic a certain way, and their magic is manipulating or viewing time itself in a different way. They can manipulate fate. They can see the past, the present, the future, and predict everything. Essentially, they can look at you, know exactly where you came from, exactly where you're going. If they're fully trained at that, they're essentially future fortune tellers, and they can tell which timeline you're on and what's going to happen depending on your actions. Very scary, but most people don't know if they're real or not because they're very rare. And if there is one, it's very rare to find a fully trained one. That's something more of Erwin's side, is that people don't even know if they're real or not, or if it's just rumors.
Oh, or like that they're not.
Yeah, yours is if they are real. It's rare to see one that's fully trained.
Gotcha. Okay.
A fully trained Pathfinder can basically predict the future of the world.
So you're saying you have that potential?
Yeah. I don't really use it a lot, but here, protecting you guys, protecting the team, I've been kind of using it to gather the information.
Well, has she caught on?
As far as I know, she hasn't. But if I use it too many times, too often, I fear that they might put the pieces together. Tomorrow will probably be the last time I try to use it if I can get the right information.
Why don't you try using it on someone other than Clara?
That's what I'm going to try to do. Clara just happened to be the closest in history, and I found her at the library.
That makes sense. It's still hard to swallow something like that, but oh god.
I heard that at 30K.
It almost feels like an invasion of privacy at that point.
Look, if it's important enough. If it's important enough, I'll do it.
Pathfinders. So, like, you're like a stalker?
Not a stalker.
A magical stalker, Porter.
Oh, so you're an old magical stalker.
Who can see how old other people are.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I don't know if you're old enough for me to make the comment about seeing more action than you do, but we'll leave that on the table.
I'm surprised you can even see action at your advanced age. You know, there's certain casualties of war.
I'm surprised your brain cells can handle that kind of wit.
Hey? Wait, my brain has cells? What?
Okay.
Their cells even. This brings up a question.
Cells? He's not a science person.
Porter.
Is that the end of the conversation?
I need to get back to magic.
Alright, you guys break. Sorry if you're screaming. My niece is she opened my door.
No, I thought something like that happened.
Yeah.
Alright. So, with that, Quinn, I'm guessing you're staying up till it's done.
Yeah. Since
Stay
I'm
up.
just working on it in the dorms. I only had 5 hours left.
Yeah, it's only like
after dinner. So
basically midnight one's done.
yeah, that's not bad.
And you receive, essentially it'll be, did you say you want lightning protection?
Yeah, lightning protection in a form of like a ring.
I don't have to do math on this. So it's, alright. Curse math.
Curse math.
It's curse math. That's instead of sacred geometry, I'm gonna use curse math.
Okay. Reasonable.
One brain. God. It's gonna be it's gonna basically be a stored magic spell, ring, and the stored spell is going to be lightning ward with protect on it. So it'll be 1d4 plus your CA modifier when you activate it, and activating it is an action, I think, for this. It's an action, and it has 1d6 charges.
So 1d4 plus CA.
Yeah,
Action.
and it protects against lightning.
How many charges did you say?
1d6 charges. So 6 charges, but it recharges 1d6.
Okay. Cool.
All right. With that, morning comes.
Evening
And
came. Morning followed. The 5th day.
kill her.
That's from the Bible.
I know. Kill her. So,
Night turns to day. Time to roll my dice.
time to roll my funny dice.
Oh, James, I no longer
Yeah.
have downed mana. I have full
Yeah.
mana for once in my life.
You gain back half your mana.
But James, I had
You have
only
max
spent
on.
6 to have my
Yeah.
arm. I don't have to spend it every day.
That's
We round down in this system, so
you still don't have mana.
I'm starting at a deficit, and then I lose more.
And how much you had?
I'm starting down 6 mana,
No.
Oh, okay.
so 13.
All right. Well,
Wait, no, that's
It's-
not right.
something
15.
went wrong. All right. Homeroom. Actually, breakfast. At breakfast. Nothing. Homeroom.
Homeroom.
At breakfast, nothing.
Homeroom. You see Ian in the homeroom.
We can have people other than Leanne for homeroom?
Yes. Apparently. I said this, I'm pretty sure, but apparently, yes. There's everyone at. Finally my turn for this. So, this homeroom, we're going to congratulate everyone who's about to get expelled by the end of the day. So you see all those trembling people? He like really points to everyone who's like just depressed, no sleep, verge of just losing it. They're not gonna see them tomorrow. So, normally there's something in homeroom, blah blah blah. I don't really have anything to teach you guys except for the fact that you were told about this. Aaron told you this was gonna happen. Speaking of which, where is he? He was supposed to be showing up. And then at that point, doors open, and you see walking in with that shit-eating grin on his face, big stride, is the headmaster himself.
Oh, we love the headmaster.
Oh shit, we got a salute.
And as he walks down the center aisle, forcing everyone to stand up and salute with their hats on. Hopefully, you guys put on your hats?
Yep.
Yeah.
Toto does not go without it.
And he'll look across, see if anyone's fallen for the no hat trick. And with his gray eyes, he just starts dancing with pleasure. And he'll walk up. Thanks, Ian, for that wonderful introduction. You're great at encouraging students. Hey, I didn't know this was supposed to be encouraging them. We have to give them some carrots sometimes. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this first week. I promise you it won't be like this every week. We'll go into normal flow. You'll learn what it takes to actually be graduates. You'll learn what it takes to be a part of your team. And you'll learn what it takes to win. Because at the end of the day, we're looking for people who don't just listen to us, who don't just survive. We're looking for people who are willing to thrive, willing to take advantage of the opportunities of life. Because you're only going to get one chance to do so. We're looking for people who will do whatever it takes to have their goals seen through. And I hope you're one of them. I honestly do. But for those of you who won't make it, it was wonderful seeing your face for the short amount of time I did. And yeah, this homeroom will be cut short because we want to give people one final push to finish their classes and just barely scrape on. But just know, this may be the hard week, this may be execution week, but this does not mean this will be the hardest week there is. And you may also find out that your professors are the easiest challenge here. I have some free time, so I'll be sticking around for a bit if you have any questions for me. Besides that, oh yeah, what are we gonna do challenges today, Ian? If anyone even has a challenge. That is true. We were supposed to have challenges a little bit later. But let's just say for now, does anyone have a challenge? Any team want to bring anything up? You guys bring anything up?
I'm just praying desperately that nobody else wants to.
It's always a
I'm
shame.
sitting here waiting.
Hi, I'd like to rock, paper, scissors another team for 1 point.
Such a shame. No one's ever speaks up. How about this? We'll make things interesting. First year of doing this. The first team to commit a challenge, whatever your challenge is, we don't really care. We're willing to give the winner team of that challenge 4 points to their team. Mull that over for a while if you're not desperately sunken into depression. Have fun. And he'll give a wide smile and he'll end his speech. You see people start murmuring to himself. What's up?
So does no one jumps at the opportunity?
You see people look intrigued, but again, everyone's sort of exhausted and out of it. The people that looked the close to jumping to that opportunity was honestly Meek perked up when she heard that. Diamond did, and Team Iron was paying attention.
Alright, well, if homeroom's ending early, I suppose we should get as many people as we can to see if we can help them out then, right?
Unless anyone has a easy to win challenge they want to issue. Get some points. We could use a win.
I don't have anything personally that I want to attempt right now. Especially with how little we really know about challenges.
It might be best if we...
Huh? Oh.
It might be best if we just wait. This might be easier. We're already in second place. Plus, unless the teams are going to be generous to us, no one's going to want to risk giving us more points, pushing them further down the bottom.
Very true.
The only hope would be probably Team Gold or Fee. They've got enough that we're all close together.
Leader, please! Who are you people? Maybe we can ask Fee. He seems kind of nice, but also really, really intense.
I doubt he'd be willing to just... Well, let's just say he'd probably make it a challenge. He'd still be earning points.
Yeah, no one wants to just throw out a chance to give someone else points. Unless we make it a game of luck. Wager something low.
Who would want to play a game of luck?
You wager very little on it, and you're really playing for a bonus 4 points.
I still don't think I'd trust it, even then.
If someone were to challenge us, would we take it or leave it?
Depends on the challenge.
Mm.
I was going to propose we challenge Team Gold to a game of rock, paper, scissors, and if they win, Meat gets a kiss from Erwin. Something simple like that.
Flash of lightning.
Let's not go ahead and do that then.
But that's the simplicity I'm talking here.
We have other things that we need to be doing anyways.
Fair.
All right. Oh? Hey, you see an echo throughout the chamber. You sure about this? Yes, we're sure. We challenged Team Silver. As you see Casper in front of a Team Silver member.
Oh no.
Oh?
Fuck?
Casper, why are you picking on them?
Very simple. We'll play, let's see, a game of tag. 2-on-2. You section off. You can do the garden. You pick your members. And if you win, you get half our points. If we win, you have to expel two more people. Let's start tomorrow. Or sorry, Monday, just to see who actually makes it. You see everyone looks sort of nervous, except for one individual. Deal! The guy says immediately. Great. Wait, we didn't agree to it, but you agreed to me to be your leader, so it's gonna happen. Hey, no fight!
Team Silver.
We just don't lose. By the way, they have 4 points now. They have a leader.
Oh, they have 4 points? Pog. They're tied with Glass.
Great. Choose your opponents. Scrawny and you, honestly. It seems you have a good eye for weakness. Exactly. Let's have a little fun with this. What do you want to start? About an hour? The official challenge. We do official challenges at times, shouldn't we? Sounds good with me. And who are you picking? My good old butt over here. And he picks a big guy to his left. Standing at 250 pounds. 6'2" man. Yeah. With like sort of a mohawk going on. Kind of muscular. All right. Sounds like a deal. And there you go.
They're such idiots. Why would they accept when they had such an obvious plan going into this?
I'm not surprised. They were just a bunch of idiots accepting it, but at least the rest of us got to experience Team Iron.
It seems Team Silver's fallen for the simple play of, oh, it's just a game of tag. It will be easy for you to win. You get to pick the people. It's just a trap.
So you want to go watch the challenges? Or do you all just let it happen?
I'm gonna go watch the challenges because I can't really help anybody
All right.
for studying.
So I'm helping the 2 people with politics after this, but I want to watch the challenge.
All right.
Erwin's just gonna
Erwin.
try and help as many people as he can right now, so.
All right. Sully? Sully's still dead? Cool.
No, I'm not dead. I'm still here.
No.
I'm just being quiet, listening.
Waiting.
Listening,
Watching.
waiting, always.
Oh, Discord just died.
watching.
Hold on.
Oh, Discord's dying.
Ah.
What? Oh. He's watching. Waiting.
Oh. Oh.
Hello? Hello?
Oh. I hear you.
Hello?
I hear you.
Hello? Are you watching the tournament battle?
If everyone else is, I'm just hanging out with everyone else.
Alright. You guys see them. They start a distance apart. And it begins with, they flip a coin, and it is Casper and Lorben. So again, 2 people that don't look that athletic. They ready it. The guy that issued challenge, you see he's sort of wearing a trench coat. His hat's secured on his secured on top of his head. He has sort of scars all over his fingers, and then one scar that sort of goes down his left of his cheek. Besides that, he sort of has like a tan skin to him. He looks a bit crazy in the eyes, and overall, just gives sort of an uneasy feel. There's a countdown for 5, and at 0, it begins. The big guy and Scars runs off, and leaving Lorben and Casper just standing there for a bit. The time for it was 2 minutes of tag. And the last one, the person who's in it by the end of it loses.
They're
They
gonna wait
stand
till
there
the last second. Those fuckers.
They stand there, and they casually go after them. Not really running or sprinting or doing anything in particular. Not really breaking out into a sweat. And the other 2, they dodge easily, laughing all the way, and they can't really keep up. The best you guys could do. Come on, let's make it a little bit entertaining. Oh, it looks like you'd have us. We're not that good, you know? As they keep up and desperately trying their very hardest to tag these 2. And then there comes the last 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
9, no one's tagged. 8, no one's tagged. 7, no one's tagged. 6, they start corralling together as you see comments being cast, sort of shooting bolts of air and then bolts of fire, sort of pouring them into a certain section of the garden. They're like going against like a series of bushes. 5, they gain crowd even more. 4, ward is cast on both Lorben and Casper. 3, the 2 are back into the corner and they start retaliating. As you see, one pulls out a few daggers, the other one sort of raises his fist. 1, 3, 2, 1. There's a massive burst of air. It's kind of strange. Maybe you weren't paying attention, but one of them has to cast comments very quickly. As the burst of air flings the 2 into the air straight toward them, and at the last second, they go straight toward the open palm hands of Lorben and Casper, and their faces touches their hands. They slide to the ground. Tag, you're it. Challenge over. Winner, Team Iron. Have fun expelling those 2, you idiots. and then Casper will leave.
Just what I expected.
Ugh, they shouldn't have done that. That was a trap to begin with. It was weird though how quickly they cast that spell. Like, I'm not even sure what it was, but it looked pretty powerful.
You think it might be something from enchanting class?
Possibly.
I
Also
don't know.
spectating.
Rufus didn't seem too impressed with their project, so I don't know. Also
As you guys look up,
spectating.
as you guys look at the spectators, you do see that Ted, Finn, Meek, Court, and Diamond are watching. They all sort of have interest. Ted looks extremely interested in what was happening. He seems almost focused on that area that the last few seconds took place in. Meek sort of looks sad almost, and like a genuine sadness as she watches. She looks over at a section of Team Silver who look even more paranoid than they were before. Quartz has similar feelings to Meek, and Diamond just looks extremely excited as she's eyes Casper the entire time. But besides them, everyone else has a very similar expression. It's that of fear as they stare at Lorben and Casper leave the garden.
I seriously want Quartz to beat the living daylights out of Casper. Like,
Diamond?
yeah. Just beat the living daylights out of him, please.
And with that, Team Iron now has 14 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And Team Silver is guaranteed down 2 members. Which I think that brings them at 19. So, with that somber mood, with the silver tongue nature of you, Quinn, you managed to get, what you believe some of the guards, 2 of the guards, to give up their tokens to your teammates, allowing them to stay.
Yeah. Cool.
With Sully, I'm guessing will be sticking with Erwin. You two, with your help, managed to get those who had enchanting projects done. They managed to finish just in the nick of time, or at least they finished by history class essentially.
I mean, there's no history class today, but
That's true. Sorry, not his last day, but they finished by.
but
that
like
time.
by that time span.
Yeah. And then everyone from at least on Team Iron, or not Team Iron, Team Wood, takes a breath of relief as all of you, those who remain, are safe. You've passed execution week.
Yeah, except for the two who disappeared during combat class. Let's not talk about them. Shh. They're gone now.
They're gone now.
We don't even remember their names.
We never even knew their
He was
names.
literally my roommate. Shh, no one cares.
But around history time, what is everyone doing? What are you doing? Starting with you, Toto. When you would normally have history class.
You know, I'm on the information hut again, James. I have been given my mission.
Who are you hunting down?
Again, it's remember not Clark. Anybody but her. Like,
All right.
but I actually kind of want to go ask somebody else to come with me so that it's not as obvious.
Who do you ask?
We'll ask Quinn after he gets done with his persuasion and silver tongue stuff.
All right. So you and Quinn are in the dorms. You're about to ask them. What is Erwin doing?
I have no clue.
Just wandering.
Yeah, sure. Erwin will look around and see if he can get a better lay of the land.
All right. What is Sully doing?
Seeing as how everyone is done being helped out, he needs rest. He needs to go get some rest, so he's gonna head back to the dorm.
All right. Toto, have a conversation with Quinn.
Well, after all that's done, I think it's more important now than ever to get some of that information,
I suppose so.
Mind coming with me? Just kind of dole out some of that suspicion.
I feel like I'm not the right person to be asking about that. No one on that team seems to be too fond of me.
I guess that would make the least threatening Sully, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to attract his sister, because she's gonna catch on pretty quick.
Destroy the heretic.
You could always have Barkley come with you or something. Yes, if Erwin is busy as well. I just know that it would be more suspicious for me to be trying to get close to them when I generally avoid Team Iron.
Alright.
Destroy the heretic.
Do you know where Erwin is?
He might be in the library. I think he was reading some gardening book. If he's done helping everyone that he wanted to, so.
Well, I'll go ask him, and if I see Sully along the way, I'll bring him.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to be doing, by the way?
I'm probably going to check out what's her face's, I don't know names. The history professor's examples for the project. I'd like to have an idea of what I should be focusing on, especially since it looks like an event happened already.
At that moment, your words start slurring.
My words?
Yes, Quinn.
I don't realize that my words start slurring. I
know you
continue talking.
don't. Toto, you realize that Quinn's words start slurring.
Are you okay?
Quinn, you see that Toto's mouth is moving in a very weird way, and it's hard for you to pick up on what he's saying. And you're getting really sleepy.
What the fuck? Art. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Can I medicine
Toto,
check?
you try to medicine, try to figure out what's going on, but your eyes get really heavy, and eventually both of you collapse to the ground.
Oh, yay.
Scared. James, I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
Why are you scared? Where's your anger now?
Why am I passing out?
Where's your anger? Show it to me. Alright, cool.
I hate Discord. Can I just say that real quick? It cut out again. It's been cutting out.
Discord, I'm howling at the moon. Sleeping in the sun afternoon. Discord, whatever needs you. Make my enemy away. Okay, that's everyone. Cool. Sully,
What's up?
you wake up.
Grab a brush and put on a little makeup. Hide the sucker fade away the pickup. Wipe the pickup on the table.
Kill him. Kill him. Hold on. I need to find. There's Toto. And we're gonna do that. And we're going.
Yay, we've been kidnapped.
What do you mean you've been kidnapped? There's Quinn. Cool. Sorry, I lost Quinn for a hot second. You wake up, Sully, and you feel two heads on both your shoulders. You look to
Two
your
heads.
left, and you see an unconscious Taps leaning against you. And you look to your right, and you see a stirring awake Toto.
What?
Toto, you wake up leaning against Sully.
As much of an amazing dream this is, what the hell happened?
I have a second question. Where are we? I'm gonna look around.
You look around, and in front of you, well, you're standing up against looks like a falling apart stone wall. In front of you is a massive wooden table with a lot of chairs. And the other side of that table, you see Quinn. You start stirring awake, and leaning against you on your shoulder, on both your shoulders, is one side, it's Court, and the other side, it's Ted.
Wait, that's where I am?
Yes.
Where are we?
And
Here's my
as you guys look around, you see.
Like being kidnapped, James. Wait, so we're all in one room, just like on opposite sides of the table, or?
I'm about to give you a map in a second.
Oh,
Wait, isn't this everybody that's been in history class?
Maybe.
Okay.
James.
We're fine, guys.
Sure.
I don't think we're fine.
Yes, because everything the school's taught you is that you're fine if something happens to you because the teacher's behind it. The teacher will never put you in harm's way. Ignore those two students that never came back.
Okay, but that's Ian.
Hey,
you
those
know?
were just two students from ours. I think there were more students that didn't come back.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You look around, and it's the giant table I was talking about, and then stone walls approach you, and in front is a massive door that seems to be locked. And you see an unconscious Gentle in front of the door.
Unconscious?
From the looks of it, she's not moving. And you see Fee standing over, looking over, and he looks very, his first time he looks shocked, and he's looking around frantically, and he's sort of doing something to her body.
Fee, do you know what's going on?
She's dead.
What?
As you get a closer look, you see there's a massive stab wound in her side.
Well, someone got a bit too close to knowing her better.
Okay.
Judging by this, it wasn't that long ago. And he looks up, and he sort of pulls on the doors, and you see there's actually chains on it. When he pulls on it, you see a massive rune appear before disappearing, and these doors are magically locked. Was anyone up before me? Yeah. You see Taps, and she sort of looks. You can tell now, Sully, she was faking sleep.
Did you see what happened?
I was still half conscious, but I saw someone rush up to Gentle, and she was trying to calm him down, and they stabbed her.
Who?
I couldn't make it out. Everything was really blurry. I couldn't move my body, and my eyes were really heavy. But they were still here. They ran off in this direction. And I got scared and I closed my eyes again. There's echoes. Yeah, I saw someone running when I was waking up. They looked frantic, but everything was really blurry. You see people start freaking out.
We need to calm down and look for a way out. If anyone knows medicine, see if there's any way to save Junsel.
Yeah, James, can I go look at her? Hello, Erwin.
Erwin,
Erwin.
What?
you also passed out. That's right.
What the fuck?
While you were walking.
Why am I here?
You also passed out while you were walking.
Erwin's not in this class.
The fuck?
You're in this corner where you see this stone walls.
It's just stone walls.
Yeah.
All right, James. Do I have all my things on me?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take out the dagger.
Alright.
And just kind of like look around the corner cautiously.
You freak the fuck out of this guy. Backs up.
Is he another student?
Yeah.
Do you know where we are?
I had no idea. People are talking about a murder? Just woke up here.
I think we're all in a similar boat.
What were you doing, by the way, Quinn? Sorry.
I'm trying to help people calm down.
Alright.
And guide them to like look for a way out, I guess.
Just make me a base persuasion right now. It's nothing.
Yeah.
They're not in ultimate peak mode.
We're doing damage control, James.
It's a bit rocky. But then you hear, alright, Quinn's right. And you see Ted get up. Let's all take a deep breath. Maybe, what was your name again? Taps? Maybe Taps was just seeing things. Let's not jump to conclusions yet. For all we know, whoever killed Gentle is on the other side of that door.
Can I go look at her body, James?
Yep.
Alright. I'm just gonna kind of like look at the stab wound and stuff first, and then I'll start looking for any clues after that.
Give me investigation.
I'm not good at investigation.
You only see, let's see. You move here, and the only thing you see is that there's a blood trail that leads toward Fee. And the only person covered in blood right now is Fee. But you also see at the corner of your eye, Erwin.
Erwin, what the hell are you doing here?
I don't exactly have an answer to that. I'd assume whatever you're doing here?
Well, as far as I can tell, we're all in history class, and you're not.
Perhaps it doesn't have to do with that.
I kind of really hope not. Can I check to see if there's any way to save her, or if she's like actually dead?
Madison. From what you can tell, looks promptly dead. What do you do, Aaron, when you get over there?
Alright.
What do you do?
I'm gonna look at the body.
Alright. What are you trying to check to see if she's alive?
Just to see what could have done it.
Alright, make me medicine.
Alright.
Obvious, definitely with a stab wound. Dagger, nothing bigger than a short sword though. Went clean through, probably when she was distracted. And whoever it was got away pretty quickly.
So this is the POTUS. So this is the murder then?
Seems like it.
You see Lorvin make his way over to the room, rooms. He looks at it. Well, it seems like that is lock. It's a lock room, pervious to all elemental, and looks like physical as well. Who knows how long that would have mana crystals connected to it? So we're stuck here for a while. Unless someone can go through what looks like those thick steel chains, even then the room will still be there.
Can you tell how long it's been up?
He looks at it. It couldn't have been long. There's not a lot of wear on this door, and those rooms don't look that deep. Perhaps maybe a few hours?
But you just mentioned physical and elemental, so maybe soul or something would work on it?
Yes, but it'll still take quite a considerable amount of force to break through. And if you have the energy for it, by all means.
Well, if I can make a weapon and someone else can put their energy into it,
Yeah.
that might make it a bit easier.
You see, Court will agree to what you're saying. Let's not jump to that conclusion right away. We don't know if there's another backup behind that door, or if we have to fight our way out. If we make all that noise, then whoever's on the other side will be ready to fight. And we can't rule off the option that whoever killed Gentle isn't still in this room. Get distracted by that door, they can just keep on killing.
If the rune is on this side of the door, though, wouldn't that imply somebody in here made it?
Oh God, please stop!
I'm just saying, if there's a possibility
You heard a
Gentile
scream.
made it.
Where was the scream coming from?
I don't like that we're playing a murder mystery. I wanted to play Danganronpa, not this.
Congratulations, you're playing it anyways.
Fuck.
Can you go down here?
Let's go see what the commotion is.
Furious typing.
Am I the only one going?
Are you going on?
Well, I
Anyone
don't
else
know where
joining
the
you?
scream came from.
I'll go.
Down here, I pinged it. Bottom of the
Okay.
map.
Oh, okay, well, I didn't see it.
Mhm.
I guess I'll join in. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna run down too. You know.
We're just gonna move.
Yeah, that's as far as I can get.
I can't do the
Oh wait, are we actually
the
abiding by rules?
You don't by my rules.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
no.
assumed, I assumed
we're
we
not
weren't.
initiative.
Yeah.
We're not initiative. If it was initiative, I'd pull
Yeah.
up this thing.
Yeah, because I
Uh-oh.
can't do that the line right now because my mouse is at Garrett's because the adapter is there.
You guys see a
So see
body,
with
and
my
you see next to the body, this guy is sort of shaking. There's this blood on him.
What?
I didn't. I know it looks like I didn't do it. I didn't kill her.
Calm down. Did you? What happened exactly?
I don't know. She was. I saw her. She already had this weapon in her, and it started dissolving, and it was hurting her a lot. And I didn't know what to do. I heard you guys were talking, and I couldn't move her, and then I tried to move her, and then she screamed like that, and then she died.
Why didn't you call anyone over?
I was freaking out. I lose my voice when I'm scared.
All right, I think we need to gather everyone into the middle of the room so we can at
Or
least...
you're the person that killed her, and you're lying. And you see Diamond rush forward.
Diamond, we're not jumping to conclusions right now.
What is a lame excuse talking about you just killed someone? And if we kill him now, then if he's not the traitor, and it's whatever.
Diamond, if you kill him now and he's not the traitor, then you're the killer.
She thinks about this for a while.
We shouldn't rule out the
Anyways,
possibility, but
he is a suspect, but technically right now we're all suspects.
especially if
Which
what
is
he
why
said was
we-
true.
Yeah, which is why we should get everyone together so we can at least do a status check, make sure we know there's no weapons already in people or anything of the sort.
You found a what? You hear Ted yell.
Okay.
You found a dead body.
A body's
Oh,
been
body's been
discovered!
discovered!
God.
And at that point, I would like to say it's been a great session. See you guys never again. Don't ever contact me.
So you guys see Ted and Quartz rushing to the side.
Oh wait. Oh, it's a different thing.
And do you follow?
Yeah.
I'm
You'll
going to help
find-
everyone out of this section.
Okay.
Like I'm focusing on staying within these walls. I didn't hear him yell anyways. So,
Alright. You'll clear
so
them
I'm just
out
making
then.
sure this section is cleared.
For those of you going over there, Toto, you're the first one over there. You see Court pointing at a dead body in the corner, stabbed in the same fashion as Gentle.
Okay. We need to calm down and get everybody in the center. If everybody's in one place, we'll be able to. Everybody will be a witness this time.
Okay. Sounds fair enough. Something's not right here. And you see Clara just looking at the body and she's thinking. And then Hortz will shakily agree. You grab these two. Sully, you go over here.
Yeah.
A body's been discovered.
We've got another one over here.
What? Oh, he was alive like a few seconds ago, wasn't he?
Let's inspect his body.
Medicine.
Where's my M? There's the M.
Looks like he did die recently.
Same thing as with Gentle and all the others.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. In which case,
This doesn't make sense. I just saw him a few moments ago, and look. He goes silent, sort of backs away from you.
what?
Nothing. We should get back in the open with everyone else.
Oh, that's yeah. That. Hmm.
All right. Everyone is brought back into these outer walls. Yeah.
What's with that guy doing the hokey pokey?
They'll do the hokey pokey and then you turn. So, well, that confirms that the killer's still in here. Still want to go bashing at a door? Maybe if we keep our backs turned, then everyone will die quickly.
He shouldn't be able to kill anybody out in the open like this.
Very interesting. How many bodies do we have now?
4?
all in quick succession. So either we have multiple killers among us, or
they did
this-
prep work,
Exactly.
which means at any moment any of us could die.
Now there was something. Now that we're all here, that I'm noticing. Have you guys noticed as well?
No. What is it?
Everyone here is from history class.
Except, of course, for Erwin.
Exactly. I think he killed him. He sort of
Okay.
looks him over with just a very just believes it with 100%.
Well,
Is this
well, you have
Lorben?
a point.
That's Lorben.
Lorben, you have a point.
Hold up.
However, wouldn't it be smart? It would be a very foolish play to be the only person to stand out like that. It would be more strategic of the killer to simply throw Erwin in here to throw us off track.
And not to mention, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Erwin uses more of a bone crafter type magic. Whatever this is seems to be some sort of delayed soul magic.
Crafters have the way. They can also delay their weapons if need be. They can make them disappear very quickly. Let's not get hasty. I don't think Erwin's like that. If
And-
anything, we could look those suspicion on people like Fee. He was the first one up. He could just be throwing us all in a loop.
Or we could stop throwing suspicion around
And-
willy-nilly without any actual evidence other than the fact they all died by stab wounds by themselves.
I don't think that there's any basis to accuse someone of murder just because they're not in the same class as you, but also, with yours, Ted, I don't know how Thee would have gotten down to the... over there. Just ping it.
Yeah, and not to mention, Taps and one other witness claimed to see somebody running away from Gentile. Why would Fee run all the way back over to her when everybody else was awake?
I think what Ted's saying is we still have to start pointing fingers somewhere, or it's not gonna get anywhere. For instance, that last one. Who was the last one with him? Thorough look around. Sully. That guy will point with Sully.
But before that,
Me, but he was alive, like I swear alive, a few seconds ago. I walked away, I saw Sully walk past me, then he was dead. There's a few suspicious eyes being thrown at Sully now.
I guess this is a good time as any to say, I don't have any experience with weapons.
Sullivan, do you
Yes.
carry any
Sullivan's
weapons
not a
on
good
you?
fighter. Yeah, good. There.
Do you
the
carry
question.
any weapons on you?
No. I've only got whatever I can conjure up with my elemental powers.
Plus, Sully's not that type. He's too spineless to be killing people like that. I don't believe it. I don't know. I don't think it's Sully either, but you can't just base it purely off of your own biases. Meek will speak up. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's the mysterious, hot, dark, and mysterious, but we can't really just throw people off the table like that.
I'm just concerned with how he would have managed to kill.
There is a flash of darkness that develops the entire room.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh, we're all dead.
And you hear moving around from everyone freaking out. Does anyone say anything?
James,
I'm
really freaking out.
Everybody calm down. Try to find somebody to cling on to. The bigger the group, the better.
Ah, got it.
James, I don't care. I'm finding someone to cling on to.
All right.
Whoever was standing next to me, I am touching them and never letting them go.
I've got my back against a wall. Anyone nearby?
Can anyone see in this, or?
They comes back. And you see Taps dead on the floor.
This is way too much death for this just to be some sort of kidnapping. Something's not right here. Something's wrong.
I was clinging to the hope that they weren't actually dead.
Let me pat Diamond on the shoulder. Thank you.
Someone moved past me. I felt that movement. That was intent to kill. Lorbin looks around. Dorm looks at you. You got really scared, huh?
I'm not a fan of the dark.
Mm-hmm. And then you see, that's where everyone was at. Essentially, that end of it. Oh, Taps is dead. And you see Meek sort of looks a bit freaked out now. She stumbles back a bit.
Okay, so patting my back against the wall does not save me.
Can we get a healer over to her? Like it's been like 2 seconds. We can, right?
Yeah, medicine.
Let me see. Medicine.
You look precisely at this woman the best you can. She was cleanly killed, an assassination.
Okay.
No, it was clean straight through,
Right,
just like the others. No, my suspicion's still on Erwin, or one of these people around me. No, this too easy. Ooh, why would they kill Taps? She was actually kind of fun. It's too much death going around. It's making me kind of tired. How can you say something like that? People are dying. People die all the time.
Okay, we need to find more evidence of what is going on.
Find more evidence. We need to protect ourselves so the lights go back off again. I'm still saying we just kill everyone. We all fight it out, and one person survives. It'll be okay.
Did none of you guys pay attention in class? Am I the only one that ever paid attention?
A lot of the nameless people look a bit nervous, and so does Clara.
Which class?
And what does this have to do with class?
So I'm
okay.
going to start looking around.
Alright.
Okay. Let's think back to the story that she told us.
You don't see anything important.
The mages were keeping the warriors as slaves. The warriors went to the Beastmasters and they convinced them, a peaceful people, to go to war, and they wiped out the mages. The mages went into a form of the Dark Ages for decades. Their entire culture was ruined. All because the suspicion was thrown onto their group. There was no peace treaty trying to be made. It went to full-out war and killing before any other thing was attempted. You have to learn from your mistakes. That is the entire point of this class. Learn from the mistakes made.
Sully, all you can tell is that all the wounds start the exact same way. A very precise cut, but it has to be the same weapon. I get what you're trying to say, Toto, but this isn't, a class. People are dying. They're dead.
And that is meant to freak you out. That is meant to be the driving force behind driving the rest of us into killing each other, and we cannot do that. We only have a certain amount of evidence, and clearly, Whoever's doing this is very skilled with what they're doing. No offense, but at this point, I'm not sure any of us in here actually have the skills to be doing this.
And if we're going off of your little story, the warriors weren't the warriors, weren't they? They were the mages, a subsection of them. They betrayed themselves. And they did so by making the mages seem like this big, scary enemy, something completely foreign, separate from the warriors themselves. They hid with a aura of innocence that no one sought to look through until later. And then he sort of eyes back over to Erwin. All I'm saying is I think you're protecting him a little bit too much. Maybe this is a game that Gentle set up and got her little Beastmaster friend to help out with.
Okay.
Sullivan's just gonna knock on the table.
Alright.
Does it feel fake or sound weird or anything, James? Or is that gonna be investigation or arcana?
Will be investigation.
Darn.
Just sounds normal to you. Any total you want to rebuttal that?
Okay. We all need to calm down. And before the lights go out again, we need to figure out a way to keep everybody together and in one place. They target people who are mostly by themselves.
And how do you plan on doing that? We're gonna all hold hands, kumbaya style?
The problem with doing that is if we're all
The
bunched
lights
up
go
in
out.
Oh crap.
Are you clinging again, Gwen?
I'm clinging to Diamond.
You
I'm
see
going to
Diamond.
grab onto
You
the
see
table.
Diamond rip you away from you. Screw this! I'm gonna kill the next person I see.
Oh fuck.
Diamond has become the murderer.
Oh fuck.
You quickly bump into someone else. Do you cling onto them?
Yes, I'm clinging on to them.
All right.
Please.
You get stabbed.
Quinn's dead, guys.
You get stabbed, you're dead.
Alright.
James, why are you typing in Discord?
I'm typing in Discord.
No, I wanted to freak them
No.
out.
I was like,
DM'd
And
me
you
the
freaked
damage
me out
I'm
for a
dealt.
second. I was like, please don't be typing in this.
You freaked me out. That was.
No, it worked
the
for
hell?
Wolf.
All right. You see shifting around. Cool. And then eventually, the lights cut back on.
How long were they off, James?
30 seconds. You're now clinging on to Ted.
A lot of dead people.
You're right there.
Yep. Yeah, we're good.
James, I have a
You know
quick
how it
question.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that when a Beastmaster goes down, but they're not dead, their pet stays up. But if they're dead, how long does their pet last?
They instantly die.
Okay.
Your mana pool is no longer existent at that point, so your beast will die.
Damn.
Okay, things are getting a little tricky here. Everybody around the table, please.
You see, first of all, you see Meek being strangled slightly by Diamond. I told you what's. Oh, sorry, Meek.
Rip.
And then you see feet covered in blood as he looks over at Lorben. Taken down same way.
Maybe it would be an efficient way if we started to establish alibis.
I've been over here holding on to this. Sorry.
I was being strangled by Diamond. I had Quinn on my arm the entire time.
I'm actually gonna move over here.
Yeah,
Since everybody's
Diamond
gathered
ran
together.
away from me, and then I got Ted.
I was next to Sully. Court will just point to Clara, and then the rest of the people will give their alibis.
Basically, no one should be alone when the dark starts. If we're all touching someone at all times, even before lights go out, there's no way someone can't have an alibi, right?
Seems possible.
I'm not saying we hold hands and sing Kumbaya, but I'm saying we hold hands.
Oh, we sing. We're all at the table now. It's weird, though. Something's weird about this place. I don't like it here. Let's hurry it up. Who do you think it is, then? It's someone.
My problem is that this time around, when the lights went out, Lorben was killed when both Erwin and Fee were near them. And there was
Lorben
more
has
than
been
one
pointing
person
the most
killed.
fingers.
Okay. Is there any face in here, James, that we do not recognize, or is it basically everybody that?
Everyone's in history class, and there's Erwin.
Okay. We recognize everybody.
This is freaking me out. Well, if maybe Lorben's right. Maybe it's the whole point of the story that's one of us, and we have to recognize that. Because if you're saying it's true and Gentle's just messing with us, then what's the end goal? Just to let us all die?
Okay.
I mean, the best case scenario right now is hoping that it's just one of Gentle's stories and none of it's real.
That's
But
what we
that's a
have to hope
stretch.
for. But
Why
we
would
do still
I
need
be
to
here, then?
pinpoint who exactly is the one doing this.
So you're taking Lorben's side and saying you agreeing it's someone here?
I don't see how it could be anyone else.
I agree. It has to be someone here.
Okay, we have to think about the bodies, and we have to think about the rune on the door. We know
Alright.
that each of the bodies were stabbed. The beginning of them were alone. Taps definitely saw somebody running away from Gentile's body.
I'm just saying, everyone said they have the vision blurry when they watch everyone running away. For all we know, it could just be the obvious choice, and Fee is just covering it up. Going to suspicion by being overly obvious.
Okay, but let's look at what Erwin knows how to do, and unless he's concealing some extra power from everyone, I honestly don't think he's capable of this.
Wait, what? Why did you just bring up Erwin? Wait.
He said
If we're
Fee.
talking about Fee.
Clara was talking about Fee.
Oh.
Or did you switch to Erwin? I was talking about Fee.
No, I thought he was saying Fee had made a point that it was Erwin because he's
Oh,
the
no,
only
no,
one
she's
knowing
saying-
history.
No, she was saying it's Fee because Fee could just be Fee's the obvious answer, so it's over. He's basically doing it on purpose, being so obvious that people will just overlook him. He was the first one up. He's been around two of the bodies, and he's covered in blood.
I've never seen Fee unsheath his sword.
Hopefully, you never will see that.
And from what we know, the other witness who saw them die saw a weapon already formed.
So, Fee, if you don't draw your sword, how do you fight?
With my sword.
Fair.
Well, if he's lying, he could be a crafter. We can all do things like this. And you see Diamond form a dagger in her hands, and then it disappears. And then everyone looks suspicious at Diamond. What?
Okay.
The problem
Well,
is that if someone
paint her in a suspicious
knows,
light.
yeah,
I
If
noticed
someone
that
knows they have the capability to do like something like that, they're not going to reveal it and throw themselves under suspicion unless
mean-
they're Diamond.
Erling can do it, and maybe Fee's a crafter too. There's
Well,
also
what I was
potential
saying
of
was
two other
true,
crafters here. Go ahead, Sully. Sorry.
all these stab wounds are way too precise, and they're all the same. I don't think anyone here has that kind of surgical precision.
We're all being trained here to. We're all coming to the school, so I think it's completely possible that we would.
We haven't seen all of us fight to their full potential. We've seen scuffs and last-ditch efforts, but no one's fought on their home turf. Speaking of which, I don't want to draw suspicion, but I'm on the same page as you. Sully is a darkness attuned, and the killings are now happening when there's darkness. Attunes can still form their own weapons if need be, and they can make their element as sharp as a dagger.
Has anybody been with Soli, like actually touching him?
I've been next to my brother the entire time. You're not a credible source, no offense. Meek.
Clara, you're a light attuned, right?
Yes.
Next time the lights go out, can you try to do something about it, or have you already attempted that?
I try, but there's something weird in this room. This darkness is different.
Hmm.
It absorbs the light.
Weird.
The lights go off again.
Grab onto Fee and whoever else is next to me. Just
Sully, make me. I need everyone to make me a perception check. Quinn, you get actually, except for Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn gets, unless it's happening, unless Ted is moving a certain way, I get nothing here.
okay. If Erwin
More
doesn't,
people.
if Erwin doesn't hear anything, I'm gonna have to coin because we need more evidence.
Alright, let's see.
Erwin?
Yeah.
Erwin?
Okay. I'm coining.
Thank. All right. So it's 0-2.
Okay.
Set up. You hear a projectile fly out. And it whizzes by you. And you hear two of them, you're pretty sure.
In what direction are they coming from?
We go
It's
back.
the Doppler effect.
You think it's around this area, this half of the table.
Oh, the two people next to Toto are dead.
Well, one of
And
them was
so
already
is
dead.
me.
Yeah, this one was already dead.
Meek?
Yep.
All right. This is all an illusion. James wouldn't kill off Meek that easily.
Yeah.
We can't get off that easy.
Was it not that obvious?
Okay. Did anybody else hear anything when the lights went out?
No.
Projectiles that came flying from that side of the table.
Yes.
He looks
Which
over at
means-
Meek's body. Clean through her neck. Not too big either.
It's either someone over there or they're trying to frame someone over there.
And we only heard the whizzing sound. We didn't hear anybody moving. So if somebody was trying to frame them, they either moved too silently or they didn't move at all.
I didn't
I-
feel Court move at all, nor did I feel Sully.
I propose we shuffle the table around. If the four people that are on that side of the table are all spread out, then whatever, like onto different sides,
Sullivan's
then
gonna
whatever
knock
side the
on
projectile
wall.
comes from next time,
Stone.
it
How many
it dictates who's more of a suspect.
Sounds like a good plan to me. What's up, Tilla?
No, I'm sorry. I don't got anything.
Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes. We all actually this guy can stay here. This guy needs to move. We all fall down.
Yeah. Essentially, they've moved enough. Like, they're all on different sides of the table now.
Before we just let the lights go out again, do we have any other suspicions to throw around? Any other evidence that nobody is fessing up?
My money's on Erwin or Fee at this point. Quartz will look around and Quartz will just point at Erwin. Ted will point at Fee. I still think it's him. Has the weirdest type of combat techniques. Honestly, I think besides Sylvie, he's the strongest student in our class.
I'm gonna take my bow, because I'm pretty sure we also have our weapons and stuff. I'm just gonna throw it onto the table.
Everyone else throw their weapons onto the table. Those who have weapons.
All right, I'll follow suit.
Not
Wow,
gonna do
all
much.
those weapons.
Not gonna do much if Diamond's idea is correct and they're just a crafter or someone who's just
Yeah.
using magic to summon the blade.
Or if they're just dishonest and don't want to put their weapons on the table.
It helps at least a little.
At this point, we haven't seen any weapons, so I think it's safe to assume that they have to be able to summon them.
No weapons have been left in the bodies even after the projectiles.
Yeah.
So that definitely narrows it down to who it can be. Bless you.
I will say, even if it's not a crafter, I'm gonna summon the soul weapon in the form of a dart. Throw it across the room, just like at a stone wall, and then dispel it. They don't have to just be a crafter.
Fair. Though that's who's left for running out of mages. My magic can't really do that. Can't physically summon anything.
Neither can I.
Also, it's a matter of what you specialized in. That's why I don't carry a weapon.
And nobody's seen Fee use magic.
That doesn't mean he can't do other things. He's the most mysterious out of all of us. He's the one by himself constantly. No one knows what Fee does. He's constantly doing all of his missions by himself.
But he doesn't really have a motive to be doing this, does he?
I don't think anyone here has a motive. Not one that we'd know anyways.
My best guess is that Gentile had to have come up to somebody and asked.
Alright.
Yeah.
Just assuming this is some
Some extra credit assignment. Someone will do anything for a good grade.
Yeah, maybe someone genuinely is a psychopath and Jensel's just helping them. It's strange though. I think Toto's onto something. They're not dead, they're in between.
Let's put them in a status.
Either way, we're going to have to figure out something. We got to start eliminating people. We're all going to get dwindled down.
I don't think they're going to... Sorry, go ahead.
Whether there's a real killer or whether this is, for example, one of Jensel's illusions, the task here is to agree on someone. Someone to blame.
Maybe even just throw blame rapidly, even if someone isn't capable of murdering like this.
No, not rapid, not blame to everyone or anyone, but to agree on someone that we think could do it. So I think we need to let the lights go down one more time.
Glad you say that. The lights do go down.
I don't like how the timing worked with what I said because that makes me sus.
This is like a game of Among Us, except that we have very little clues.
Perception from anyone isn't Quinn.
Among Us sus. Yeah!
Oh boy, look
We
at all
all
these
suck.
perceptions.
Let's go back on.
Sullivan, you feel your ribs being
Oh.
sliced open.
Wait, James.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Ted got shot, did I get a like, did I feel anything?
You felt him go limp. He was the last one before the lights came back on. You felt him go limp, and the next moment the lights are on.
Did anybody hear anything that time?
From the front over here, from the front side of the table toward the door. That's where the shots came from. Oh, come on. We're going to believe this crap. He's the only one that heard it. How we know it's not
Then-
This is a
him?
sleepy girl, right?
Yeah.
Then it looks like someone's trying to frame Sully, or it was him.
Sullivan's gone completely catatonic. He's just staring at where Clara was.
Zero bias
Okay, so
slumped over at the table.
That's meta knowledge, though. What about, like... Yeah, the only person who was on this side of the table that's now on this side would be Sully.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But if we're going off the assumption it's some kind of soul or summoned magic,
Then for all of our knowledge, it could be Sully. That's an attuned thing that they can do.
Who's still alive? You see, actually, Quartz will look at you to get your attention, and will show sign to you. But, Sully, look at his face. Would he really kill his sister? He's not even speaking right now. That's what she's signing to you.
I'll sign back. Like, he does this pretty much every time she's near. I'm not saying he would kill her, but I'm saying the evidence is pointing to him the most.
So, what do we do? You see, look, if he looks over at Sully, do we just kill him?
no, if we kill him, it's for real.
If he's the one killing, then we have to do something, or we're all wiped out. I say we just beat him up a little bit.
If we willingly knock him out and find a way to incapacitate him, like tying him up again or something, would
What
that
if
satisfy?
What if we all tie? What if we're all incapacitated in some way? If no one here is capable of getting up and killing someone, then when the lights go out, no one will die.
But then we can't actually pinpoint who went down.
That still doesn't help us in our goal of actually figuring out who did it.
But
Our
it
best bet-
would help. It would help us find out if someone here is doing it or if it's an outside force.
But if we incapacitate ourselves, then if there's outside force, they'll just finish the job.
Our best bet is to tie up our most high suspects and see what happens when the lights go out.
To be
Incapacitate.
Fee, Irwin, and Sully.
I don't even think it's Sully. Look how scared he is. I can smell fear on him. She'll snap her fingers at your ear, Sully. Say something.
He's just gonna step back and start going to the door.
Oh.
And then he's going to look at it.
Alright. You see what I mean? It's not him. Too obvious. It's everything that was presented before. Doesn't seem like you can get out of it. Let's think back about this. The bodies. Oh. And there are a lot of interesting things. But there is one thing that doesn't make sense. Anyone? Progger?
What doesn't make sense?
Why is Irvin here?
I didn't want to bring it up because I thought it would just be wasting time, but I don't have an answer to that.
I mean, that's part of why we started suspecting him, but also I think it's to throw us off so that we start suspecting him because he's the odd one out.
We can think about the story again. This is a history of the past. The attuned and the Beastmasters they lost because they were so hell-bent that the mages were a certain way, that they had to be a certain way. And that's what led them to their own demise. They refused to look at any other outside facts besides their own biases and what was being fed to them. Are you being biased right now, Quinn? And Fee would just look at you.
On the fact that he's the only one not in history, or
Only one not in history. Been around 3 of the bodies so far, close proximity. Something's not adding up. Either way, it's people from your team that are under suspicion.
No one from Team Wood has died, have they, James?
Nope.
I didn't know if any of
Taps.
the
No one from Team Wood has died.
Taps.
Taps.
Oh, Taps. Sorry, Taps. Taps has died. Sorry, Taps has died. I forgot Taps in this room because she died so early.
Yeah.
she was literally like first lights out.
Who else from Team? Like, how many of the faceless are Team
This
Wood?
guy. And this guy.
The ones near Irwin. Fair
We could
enough.
try our incapacitation method again to make for certain.
Fee, if you're concerned about it being Team Wood, as Toto said, you can incapacitate all of us.
Alright then. He'll look around. And he'll look through people's bodies and find some rope. Sully, get over here. You're not getting out of here. Not yet.
He looks at his finger, and then he starts adjusting the ring.
So. What's his
You're
play?
right.
Oh.
Fine.
He's actually going to bring you guys over here.
I'm gonna put a hand on Sully's shoulder. Just
No.
like, I'd
Good.
like to touch someone before the lights go off.
And as he's tying you guys up, the lights go off.
It's completely understandable that one of us probably did it, and I know I'm probably biased because I don't think any of my friends would kill someone, but in reality, I don't know, and nobody can be ruled out right now.
I couldn't blame them, honestly.
I need
And
Do we
perception.
feel anybody near us move? Like, do I like
I need
feel?
perception.
And we all died that day.
Yeah!
Would roll 20 stop?
I don't even need to like mess with you guys. This is funny.
James,
Oh my god.
Perception.
James, this here is just for if something is happening with the 3 people adjacent to me.
Oh no.
Yeah, Quinn. You feel Fee's body slam right into you.
Oh, fuck!
And Erwin, you hear the sound of the same dart projectiles fly by.
Oh god.
You see you diming on the table. So it's one of you guys then.
Wait, I heard the darts.
Direction.
Do I know the direction, James?
Somewhere over here, maybe from like the right side. You're not too sure. It's very
Yeah,
quick.
like we're kind of in the corner, so.
I don't know. All I know is that it was from this direction.
Ooh.
Why has nobody thrown blame on the sleepy girl? Like, I'm suspicious of her.
I do not believe that one bit.
Wait, that's Kino?
Yeah.
She's on our team too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. She's on
Why
your team.
isn't she tied up too, James?
She would have been here when it happened.
Okay, thank you.
Wouldn't have really changed where she was.
Yeah. I don't believe that at all.
Kino, what all can you do?
Don't know what I can tell you then.
She'll snap her fingers and you see a looks like a huntsman, a female huntsman up here next to her, and sort of like kneel in front of her. I manipulate the dead in souls.
Not the greatest ability alibi here.
I can't manipulate their bodies. That's why I don't think this is real, or at least they're not quite dead yet.
Yeah. Which is why I think this is all a ruse.
Okay, I think Fee had the right idea, though. We need to think back to the story. We need to think back on what we learned in history.
God. It's about warriors being kept slaves, and then they decided they had enough, and they deceived. Yeah, the warriors deceived all the other groups to turn against the mages. Are we the mages here? Because it seems like everyone's turning against us.
Oh, there's not. We can't really trust you. And the other guys echo that.
You have a point, but if we're thinking back to the story, that makes the most sense.
Core will sign. Then that makes us the Beastmasters in the Attune. So that just leaves the warrior. Who's the warrior?
I would have said Fee is the warrior, but
I'm kind of... Who's the one who hasn't exactly been throwing around any blame? Who's the one that feels more like they're guiding it along than actually throwing anything around?
Everyone points at you guys.
That's very
Or
fair.
letting it happen.
Other than Kino, right? Yeah. Other than Kino, I don't think any one of us has actually pointed blame at somebody.
So the story ends. It was because the Attuned and Beastmasters couldn't see things differently. They couldn't look past their own biases. That the warriors got that far, and they destroyed the mages. It has to be one of you guys then. Are you sure there's no suspicion you have for each other?
I hold no more suspicion to any of them than I do for any of you.
I am losing my mind.
It's
Oh god.
possible, but
Lights go out.
Oh no, it's murder.
Teeth!
Any perception?
what was that?
Teeth!
Yeah, what
Does
was that?
anything
Teeth?
happen to the people next to me?
Did you say teeth? Did you say teeth?
The only thing that I could think of, the projectile, the teeth. Diamond.
James.
Quinn,
James, what happens to the people next to me?
you feel Sully and Quinn. Sully, you feel the sweet, sweet release of cold death hit you.
Oh, fuck.
No!
Yes!
Quinn, you feel his body go limp.
No.
But, wow, interesting. Very interesting. Quinn, you did feel
Hi.
something. You felt someone brush past the bodies, someone move around to get to him. They
Can
came,
I
as I put you back on the map, to the
can
left
I try
of
to
you.
grab them?
Disadvantage
I know whatever
acrobatics.
I know whatever I'm doing is at
It'll be-
hella disadvantage.
All right, and whoever it is, I guess I'll give them advantage because like you are blind. you basically
Look,
are going
look,
off of guess.
James, if I can feel something, then that means they're close enough that I can just shift my hand, you know?
Hey, no, I've had this
I'm
argument
also
before.
bound,
When
but
you're
yes.
blind and deaf, it is not just you feel it. You literally have no perception of what's going on.
Yes, James, I know. I'm trying something here.
All right, I guess
Anything.
who? Yeah. You grab onto someone.
It might be Toto, but it's someone.
You grab onto Erwin.
And the lights
And the
come back
lights-
on?
Yes. For a brief moment, before Erwin frees himself, you grabbed Erwin's leg.
Is everything all right?
How did you get
Is
over here?
everything all right with you, Erwin?
Moved.
Why?
Wanted to get to a more central position.
In the dark?
And you just happened to move to where Sully died.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the most evidence I've had condemning someone. Not for sure, but it's pretty damning evidence.
It's really bad evidence.
So we gotta take him down then? Are you gonna say it? Who's a traitor? 'Cause I think it's Erwin. Court will agree.
I think the traitor's Erwin. It took us too long to figure it out, but I do think it's Erwin.
Yeah.
You agree, Gwen?
Yeah, it's Erwin.
We're gonna cut away. Erwin, the last few hours you've been wandering around the school, just getting a lay of the land, and you found an interesting hallway, sort of past the cafeteria, down a set of stairs. You just see these massive wooden doors that are chained up and locked, and you hear screaming coming from the other side.
Yeah, all right.
We're gonna cut back to you see Erwin give a very devious grin before morphing and turning into honey badger, which I think is honey badger. Am I right? Yeah, Gentle Sandals honey
Yeah.
badger.
Yes.
Yes, it's a honey badger.
Yeah.
That looks at you guys, and the next moment, the walls seem to crumble away, and it's almost like a song ending. Everything, you blink, and suddenly you're in a flat room, sort of weird purple blackish flooring. At the center of it, a circling spherical magical crystal, and in front of it is Gentle clapping. For a second, I thought I'd have to expel all of you. You got very close to failing. Kudos to you, Lorben. 1 point to Team Iron. You were the first one to figure out it was Erwin. Very keen mind. The rest of you, I hope this is a lesson that you should listen to history. Pay attention to everything. Just because something's easy doesn't always mean it is the easiest thing here. It could end up being the hardest. For those of you who died first, she basically lists off a bunch of people, stopping at the named NPCs. Those of you who died first and those who did put in an effort, you were all expelled. The rest of you, I'll see you on Monday. And she'll snap her fingers, the locks will fall off the door and open up. And you see Erwin standing there bewildered. And we're going to pull the camera back there. Hope you guys enjoyed that session. See you guys next time.
I'm losing my mind. Goodbye.